Young nigga born like I came out the A. Pushing that foreign, bitches like A. Making niggas feel away. Guess it's the drip today, on with your bitch today. Bustin' plays like Jordan. I'm the greatest like Jordan. Young nigga born like I came out the A. Pushing that foreign, bitches like A. Too fast, foreign. My bitch bad and she gorgeous. Beat the pussy, yeah, fuck around and get a warrant. Your bitch fucking no warnings. Homicide if I'm on it. Big bag, yeah, I'm on it. Looking like I'm extorting. If you ain't getting money, nigga, you stolen. I'm pulling up and this shit is a foreign. Shorty said you broke and you boring. Threw some bands, she feeling important. All my drip being ported. I can't slip, I'm too cautious. I'm too sick, I get nauseous. Fuck around, I might off it. Back on my money shit, back on my function shit. Shorty calling, I'm ignoring. Too busy counting hundreds. Living life with no budget. Living life saying fuck it. Spend it. Fucking up all of the functions. Leaving with 25 bitches. Gang here and we different. Penthouse 5 acres. Turned up, fuck the neighbors. Brush them off like a painter. Brody just sent me the papers. Young nigga born like I came out the A. Pushing that foreign, bitches like A. Making niggas feel away. Guess it's a drip today, on with your bitch today.
Jiggy baby.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Holla. 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 Whoa. Holla. Whoa. Yeah. Go back in the spot. Taking my shots. Turn up and run up them slots. Hey. 2 twins is what I got. Hey, Tay, we got one. Pull up in the drop. Hey. Never see me in the drought. Never see me in the house. Never see me out about. Only place you see me. Hold up. Hyping up. If you know who I was typing for, superstar tour you hyping up. Only trophies who I'm wiping up. Hold up, who inviting us? If the money red and blue is signing up, we too different, no describing us. The cake mine anyway, you slice it up. Hold up, you serving what? I went to LA and just started turning up. Curve your bluff, heard your stuff. My feature used to be like 30 bucks. 30 niggas' pockets were just Halloween. Now I'm charging folks about 1,000, and I swear I'm doing features like every week. Go back in the spot. Taking my shots. Hey, turn up and run up the slots. 2 twins is what I got. Pull up in the trunk. Never see me in the drought. Never see me in the house. Never see me out about. Only person see me is oh shit. In Atlanta, baby, it's on 6. How you f***ing with your own sis? If you come and bring your own split. Hold up. Hey, the truth, all the moving, stopping once you hit a dude. They so scared to get away with you. You play the flute while I play the flute. Hold up, jiggy shit. 1,000 things that you can live me with. I don't take too much to give and give. I don't do too much to let me live.
Public service announcement. I need every female around the world to grab your bestie, your cousin, your sister, your mother, your aunt, even your grandmother. Pull your phones out. Let's get on TikTok and work.
Shorty in TikTok shape, do it for the TikTok. Hey, you ain't gotta feel no way. Do it for the TikTok. Booty looking real firm. Do it for the TikTok. Hey, you ain't gotta wait your turn. Do it for the TikTok. Do it for the TikTok. Hey, do it for the TikTok. Hey, do it for the TikTok. Do it for the TikTok. Do it for the TikTok. Hey, do it for the TikTok. Hey, post it on your IG page, but do it for the TikTok. Shorty look real nice. She's looking like a whole damn wife. Wanna get married right now, throw rice. I got good pipe, so girl, let me put it in your life. Here's my credit card and go swipe. Swear to God, you can have whatever you like. Say. But on another note, here's a bottle with a Henny, gon' ride the boat. Loosen up a little bit and let it dine throat. Finna have a good time, tell your nigga adios. And your homegirl like bestie, let's go. Finna go twerking for a real goal. Always touch down, if the last play don't work, guarantee I'ma hit the field goal. Shorty in TikTok shape, do it for the TikTok. Hey, you ain't gotta feel no way. Do it for the TikTok. Booty looking real firm. Do it for the TikTok. Hey, you ain't gotta wait your turn. Do it for the TikTok. Do it for the TikTok. Hey, do it for the TikTok. Hey, do it for the TikTok. Do it for the TikTok. Do it for the TikTok. Hey, do it for the TikTok. Hey, post it on your IG page, but do it for the TikTok.
All black my rims. If I'm in New York, rock Tim. Scream and get live, no fat boy slim. I'm about mines, gotta stack my wings. Number 1 up on the side, D-zone ovin. I ain't no Joe, but I'm not rockin'. Coming for your ear, no Mike Tyson. I'm in the ocean with sharks, this game is so hard. Don't run like Mike Tyson. Like my rims. If I'm in New York, York rock Tim. Scream and get loud, no fat boy slim. I'm about mines, gotta stack my wins. Number one up on the side, these so no fin. I ain't no Joe, but I'm not rocking. Coming for your ear, no Mike Tyson. I'm in the ocean with sharks, this game is so hard. Don't run like Mike, I swim. Drop top with the mob high, with externals, I ain't talking balance now. Talk hard, you a lame homie from the island, gotta deal with us now. Block it out up in the winter. I know y'all writing your OG is blending. It's you, the standing from off of the liquor. I've been to go before rapping, I go for the blacks with the.
Yeah. Joey, shit, right? Yeah. Is that sci-fi shit, right? Yeah. Big bag, pick it up, drop that. New watch, 10 bands, who cares? Big chop, Ric Flair. Big chop, Ric Flair. Big chop, yeah. Big bag, pick it up, drop that. New watch, 10 bands, who cares? Big chop, Ric Flair. Big chop, Ric Flair. Big chop, Ric Flair. My drip on $1 million. 50 shooters when I walk in the building. Balenciagas when I walk in the building. I drop a bag and they all in their feelings. Hitters with me, spinning, dizzy, bucket, drippy, fresh press, jiggy. I want the cool, but I don't want the top. I want the good, but I don't want the block. I make a call and they move on the aisle. I ain't the call, somebody get me. This other shit, this bro, shit. She want this, show to
You are now tuned into Welcome to the Rawrrzone, sponsored by Talent Wave, where many of your favorite celebrities have hidden talent. Visit the site to find out more. Email talentwave.info@gmail.com to find out how you can become part of the team. We're back.
Sultry commercial voice and shit.
Yo, fuck out of here. I don't even got that energy right now. But this is Welcome to the Rawrrzone, everyone. I am your highly favored and humble host, Ivy, aka your girlfriend's favorite photographer, your boyfriend's favorite media personality, and we're the reason you go to sleep happy on a Tuesday night. To my left, I have.
Hi guys, it's me, Michael Boston. How are you? What's going on? I'm very happy to be here tonight. I am a dork. Can't help that.
Nikita. But over there, the handsome gentleman with the pineapples on his shirt.
You already know it is. I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm in a good mood. DJ Apollo in the building. Regular Tuesday, we back at it. It's my birthday month. My birthday's actually next Tuesday, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have told us that.
I'm feeling good.
You should not have told us that.
Whatever happens, happens.
Right.
I can't promise you're gonna go home safe.
Nah, I can promise that. I can promise.
Listen, man.
You're gonna go home safe.
Listen, man.
As long as I go home with my car keys and my sneakers on my feet, I'm good.
Yo, you're gonna go home in an Uber? That's all I gotta say. Partying for someone's birthday. And speaking of birthdays, right? I got some shit to talk about before we get our guest on, right?
Okay.
So there's a member here, right, of our crew. Okay, who thought we weren't gonna speak upon this, right?
Okay.
And I'm feeling very motivated, even though this coffee is watered down as fuck.
That's your fault.
Shout out to McDonald's. But this man has been a great supporter of Welcome to the Rawrrzone since it was Monday Night Raw. Since it was LNK Radio. And even though he is annoying as fuck on many occasions, the man had a birthday yesterday.
First of all, you should be the last one talking about something that's annoying.
I always laugh at me being annoying,
And
so you
second
can't.
of all, that's Live Johnson. Live Johnson had a birthday yesterday. Shout out to him. He's in the studio. He's doing a little camera work or whatever. But we appreciate everything that he's done and the support that he's given us. We hope we got very blessed, happy, and safe birthday. I'm saying.
So now he's saying it in his words, right? He's saying it in Michael Bostic words.
Right.
I'm gonna say it like Katie K. If you don't get off your motherfucking asses right now and go on Instagram and wish my Artist, my cameraman, happy motherfucking birthday, even though it was yesterday. You are the biggest dub on the face of the earth. Can I please get some bombs for that?
Ooh.
And I mean, let's not really drag out all of the compliments and, lovely wires here, right? This man has been the graphic designer for the indies. This man has been there for everyone. So I just want to give him his recognition.
Right. Niggas better start putting respect on Loud Johnson.
Yo, put respect
Niggas
on
better
my
start
man.
putting
You are the
Respect
first
on my niggas,
quiet
Loud
Leo
Johnson.
that I've met.
Yo,
No, he's not quiet.
You the first quiet Leo that I've met.
He is quiet. He
Get
is
to
quiet.
know him.
But you have to get. It takes a lot for him to get to that point where he's not. So it's respect. But like I said, niggas need to start putting respect on my man's name. For real. Like, niggas be really out here just like wilding out on my man like he's not that nigga. But I don't like that. Bro.
Quiet storm. Everything you just
Right.
you make your moves, you move how you move.
Right. You move in silence, and then when the shit comes out, niggas are gonna be like, "Yo, where was that coming from? Where was that?"
Exactly. Oh, I didn't know you. Well, now you do. Now you know. Now you know.
Right.
Man. All right. Weekend vibes. The fuck everyone's been up to.
So what did I do over the weekend? I worked, and I just chilled with Mikey. Right. I hadn't seen Mikey in like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
So
you
I
didn't have
chilled with
the
Mikey.
boy.
I chilled with Mikey all weekend. We got rained out when Sunday. Sunday it rained like all day, or one of them days it rained.
Sunday, yeah.
You mean yesterday?
No.
Sunday it rained all day.
Oh, no.
Sunday it rained. Sunday it rained all day. So we just chilled in the crib. Didn't really do too much. Played a little Fortnite, whatever like that. Wasn't really on nothing. We chilled out.
P4 or Xbox?
So originally
Here
for
we
me,
go.
I played on the Switch, but now my account is on my P4.
Okay, I need
So-
your gamer tag.
No doubt.
Copy. I'm gonna text you mine too. So you hung out with the boy.
Right. That's it. That's pretty much it. That's usually what my weekend consists of. Is just being with the boy.
Yo, live. Jump on Mike 3. Tell us what you did for your birthday weekend. Three.
That's fine.
Oh, yeah.
Three.
I will put the camera to myself, but you know.
Go for it.
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
selfie.
So, Saturday night, the lady took me to Book Chris. I ate some expensive ass steak. Nice.
Oh, $70 steak, bro.
$70 steak, ribeye,
It's probably worth it.
Man, listen, it was worth it. Sunday, the family came over and had a small barbecue. I want to say they drowned me in liquor. I was drunk.
But that's how your birthday should go, not COVID.
Exactly.
You shouldn't remember it.
And then, Monday I chilled out for my actual birthday. I just chilled. Worked on. I actually recorded a song.
Oh, snap.
Son, we ain't gonna put it on air, but you know the vibes.
Oh, it's that comeback vibe.
It's that comeback vibe. So, and today we dropped the video for comeback.
Right.
I think I had a good weekend if you ask me.
It's a fact. It's a fact.
Paulo.
It was chill. Saturday, one of my good friends proposed to his girlfriend.
Aww.
So that was cool. That was calm.
When it makes you believe in love again.
And Sunday, I didn't do shit. I played my PS4, watched Netflix, and just worked on my laptop. It's always shit to do in the house. So
Me, I've still been on the journey of Law and Order. I am now on season 7. I'm not giving up.
Nah, you can't. You're still in the good zone of SVU.
I mean, I liked it after Stabler.
No, absolutely. There's nothing wrong with it after Stapler.
nothing beats Stapler.
You're literally in the good space.
I'm at the part where they brought Alex back for a little bit.
Right. That's what I was gonna say.
Where she came out of witness
at the spot
protection.
now where the show starts really tackling a lot of
Oh
topics.
shit, go
Right.
down.
That's like pre him not being in the house, or
It was after he got the divorce.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's out the house now, right?
Wait, are you finally starting from the beginning too?
no, but it's because this other stuff I gotta watch.
You Google it, don't you?
No, I just when you watch it on TV, you just watch wherever it comes from.
Whenever it comes on, so you don't feel like you have to binge it.
Yeah.
Because it comes on TV at least
Yo.
twice for a marathon and do it.
No, there's always a marathon everywhere. If it's not on channel, if it's not on USA, it's on Ion. It's on everything, right? But the good thing about the TV ones, you can watch all of them.
Right.
When you watch it on TV, so you can watch Law and Order: Criminal Intent, regular
the
Law
regular,
and Order,
yeah.
and Law and Order SVU. I think Hulu don't got all the other Law and Orders. I think.
No, it doesn't.
It's only SVU because
no, I think it has the regular one. I think it has the original one.
Because
I think the Netflix might have the old one.
Somebody has it.
It was one of those two.
But I'm watching 13 Reasons Why.
Again?
Still, like I didn't finish it. I'm on the last season.
Okay.
I kind of stopped at the beginning of the last season. I kind of started like watching shit. Like started watching Sailor Moon.
Are you watching the season I gave up on yet or no?
No, I'm still at the beginning. Like I'm at the very.
Oh, you were at the beginning.
Yeah, I'm
with
at the very beginning. I started watching that. I don't know what compelled me to watch it. I just was like, yo, I feel like watching Sailor Moon.
When you get on Super S,
Yeah.
the one with the trannies, let me know and I'll watch it with you.
Trannies.
What's it called? You know what I'm talking about? Those Sailor Scouts that turn out like that by day they turn into by night they turn into Sailor Scouts, but they're guys during the day.
Right.
you lost them when you said
Right. She's like trannies. I was like, what they got going on Sailor Moon?
No, but it's true though. Yo,
but nah, she's right though. They are dudes by day. They're not really dudes. Just people mistake them for dudes. They're not dudes.
So they were like drag queens in a sense?
Not even. They're women, but they look like men.
Oh.
No.
Like it's weird. Like it's like
no, they were supposed to represent men because their true identities were not supposed to come out.
Right.
So, and that was after they killed Tuxedo Mask. Sailor Moon, if you really think about it, it's one of the kinkiest anime I've ever seen in my life. First of all, Tuxedo Mask wants to go and say, and I never forget this line. Real men do not tie up their women. And I'm like, what kinky ass universe you live in, my guy? Because ever since I said this shit, the Grey Rolls in a few years ago, everyone want to get tied up, spanked, and call them daddy.
Tied up, handcuffs, all this extra.
Threesomes, like pinch me, gore me. And speaking of gore, we got to talk with our guest in a few. But my weekend was pretty calm. Shout out to everyone. Yo, Mimi. So shout out to the people on our check-in. We got on the Facebook, we got Ayo Mimi wishing live a happy belated birthday, sir.
Thank you.
Sparrow checked in saying I'm checked in.
Sparrow, what up?
What's up, good sir? If you haven't seen NWO down before us at 7 o'clock on Facebook Live. And then Ayo Mimi, all the way from Georgia. Shout out to our Georgia fan. She said, "Tie me up." On the Instagram, we got Scorpio P saying, "Yo."
Hey, what up?
And DJ Marine is laughing at me because I was talking about Sailor Moon being a kinky ass anime. All animes are kinky.
I was just about to say that.
Yo, Food Wars. You ever see Food Wars? I saw like halfway through the first season, but it only talked about food and sex, and they made food look so sexual. I never wanted to eat because, like, yo,
right.
It's like when you call a hot dog glizzy type shit. Like that's the.
My thing is, like, it's like now people want to make it a big deal. Like they want to talk about like the hot dog eating contest. They want to talk about like it's my whole. It's like,
man, I was about to call you girl.
I know.
Man, they ask you how many hot dogs can you just be straight up. How many dicks can you take in your mouth?
No, that's not how that works. That's not how that works.
Bro, what?
It's a fucking hot dog. Like, yo, bro, listen. When y'all start making food gay, that's when y'all cross the line, bro. Niggas won't eat hot dogs now because it makes them big penises. Like, come on, bro. Like, y'all are really taking it too far. Like, New York niggas know how to take some shit and make it gay, bro. Like, straight up, bro. Like, what the fuck? Man. I'm gonna eat a fucking hot dog with mustard and shit on a bun. Fuck you.
That's true, because once one person does it and they see you do it, it's like, nah, you get.
They get out of the gate because you eat a hot dog, bro.
You told me I left my mask inside. So on that note, we're gonna go into the music break. We're gonna bring Kreature Goth. I'm gonna go get my goddamn mask because I just realized I'm naked. And I know this is welcome to the Rawrrzone. Stay tuned.
Stand ready to desecrate. I got your bitch my soul. I got your bitch my soul. I got your bitch my throat. Our bodies are gold. Our bodies are gold. Our bodies are gold. I got your bitch my soul. I got your bitch my soul. Bodies are running, I better go. Lying that say I ain't gonna go. Fucking your bitch, I better go. Splitting my money, it's gonna go. Body, I talk for rules. Pay my son in my place. Rest in peace, you're dead. Rest in peace, you're dead. Stop it all up on the cross. Pushing out all the source. Bitch, I ain't paying the boss. I ain't sorry you lost. And I gotta fucking raise that one senator. And deny Jesus Christ. I got your bitch my soul. I got your bitch my soul. I got your bitch my throat. All my bodies are gold. All my bodies are gold. All my bodies are gold. I got your bitch my soul. I got your bitch my soul. Bitch, you a thing that I love. Left for deep friends that I got. Bitches, you're something I don't. My ass are gonna be lost. Walking out silly just savage. And now without living lavish. And this bitch, I'm bustin' down. Upon the book of the
Niggas hate, but they like my swag. Pull up with a bad bitch I know they never had. If I took your girl, guarantee I gave her back. They see me doing good, now these niggas looking mad. Yeah, these niggas look confused. What y'all wanna do? When I walk up in the building, I'm the hottest in the room. Coming in the game like Shaq when he came in 92. Don't you try and come for me if I ain't sending for you. Damn, I really feel it, hey, let me get it straight. Told my bitch I need my space, need some time for me to think.
You are now tuned into Welcome to the Rawrrzone, sponsored by Talent Wave, where many of your favorite celebrities have hidden talent. Visit the site to find out more. Email talentwave.info@gmail.com to find out how you can become part of the team.
Sexy commercial.
Yo, I fucking hate the sound of my voice, yo. Fuck out of here.
You gotta make a commercial
Yo,
for me.
man, before we even get to that, yo, I was just telling a lot of shit. That joint, like, all right, so this is how I know this is how I normally do with music, right? Like Katie will send us a whole bunch of music shit. I don't listen to it.
In advance.
I don't listen to it not because I don't want to, because I like to be surprised when I come in, like the first reaction. So when I heard the joint, I automatically knew it was you. Automatically, just the appearance.
We've been expecting
I said,
it.
this is him. I was like, yo, this is his joint. So yo, listen, let me listen to it. For whatever reason, I felt like I was in pinups in Georgia. And, yo, bro, like I'm not gonna lie to you, like, and everybody who knows me knows when I tell you if I like some shit, I like it. If I don't, I'm gonna tell you I don't like it. I felt like I dead ass felt like I was back at pinups, bro. Like dead ass, like that shit was hard, but like on like a different vibe. But it was still hard though, like for real. Like I like that. That was a dope joint. That was a dope joint for real shit.
Yeah, it's like, you know, mixing the trap and the metal shit.
Right.
But you can actually hear like the rap flow.
Yeah, right. And that's what I was like. Okay, I understand what you're talking about. Like it was dope.
You know, because we went back and forth. Like we have very eclectic. Me and him we have similar taste in music. But there's times where I could think something is dope, right?
Right.
And he'll think like, Katie, you want some goth emo shit? Like, what the fuck is
Right.
that?
She was like, yo, dude's name is Kreature Goth.
But it was like able to like relate to like both demographics.
Right. And that's what's good. Like I found that to be dope. That it kind of just like it's relatable in a way. And if you don't listen to like the that sound, yo, that drew me in. Like if I hear more artists like that, I'd be more inclined to listen to it.
Bro, I thought about that shit myself. I'm just like to hear the shit on a trap beat. I'm like, yo, it's new. Like,
it's different. Like I was like, yo.
So wait. So we all talk shit though for mad weeks though. So y'all can apologize. Y'all could kiss my.
We didn't talk shit. We didn't talk shit. Don't do that. We didn't talk shit. It was just like, first impressions and everything. So like when you see somebody, you hear somebody there, you automatically be like, nah, what are you doing? But she was very adamant, like, yo, this stuff is dope. Just wait.
I was like, yo.
Yeah, nah, I'm aware I'm allowed to take it. Like it's just like
I didn't even think
fucking
that. Like when I pulled up and I saw it, I was like, oh. I'm like, this is.
Yo,
this
he expect, like I told you yesterday when we were on the podcast interview. He expected to see you all Kreature like.
Yeah. Bro, I didn't know what to expect, so I was just like, yo, like.
I mean, this is welcome to the Rawrrzone. Expect the unexpected.
I mean, I guess so.
Y'all work with me for God knows how long. You act like shit still ain't a.
Not just work. We understand who she is. You never know what to expect.
Yo,
I should know that by now.
Yo, I'm your manager. God damn, shame on you.
I should know that by now.
Yo, I should make you just do the whole interview and see how you work.
Katie will wake me up at 3:00 in the morning, like, yo, when you wake up, I need you to record this song. I need you to do like 3:00 in the morning. Like, so I should know that. I should know better.
I mean, 3:00 in the morning, I'm sending you designs.
Right.
I'm not telling you.
Does this look good? Working. What does this look like? She'll text me like when you wake up. I need you to read this.
Yo, but in my defense, he was working overnight for almost 2-3 months.
Right, so she probably got used to that. She probably got used to me being on.
But our NWO correspondent Sparrow wants to know who our guest is. So will our guests please introduce themselves?
Kreature Goth, South Bronx Demon, making new fucking music, opening new doorways out the Bronx and shit. Just trying to create something different, you feel me, and bring that shit to life, you know.
So, where do you perform at? Like, do you perform? Do you like
where, bro? I've done been to Florida. I've done been to the DMV. I've been performing in Jersey, Brooklyn, Manhattan, Bronx. It just depends where I get shows at. You feel me? And where's the vibe at, and how the artist is looking. Because I'm not gonna go and perform. No offense, but I'm not gonna go and perform for a show that's just straight trap music. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the vibe has to be correct and shit. Exactly. Like I'm not gonna go and perform and niggas gonna be like, just looking at me in the crowd. Right. The vibe has to be correct.
Because I know finding your audience is very important, especially if you have like being that you're like fusion with what you have.
And that went with like finding my sound too. No, that's a fact. Because like even like performing and shit, that helped me find my sound because I realized, okay, I could perform for this demographic, perform for this demographic, I perform for both of these demographics. You know, like.
Yo, I appreciate you for that because I've done plenty of events and I respect everybody. You know. Everybody taking pride in their craft, but people know like you in a certain type of event and you come in, you perform your music, your shit switch the whole vibe. Everybody, that's when everybody's going to grab a drink. That's when people not paying attention.
That's why I stopped performing myself. I don't want to perform at hip hop shows because me being R&B and I'm just very, very slow jam R&B type, and I go to these hip hop shows and I change the mood. Nobody's really paying no attention because that's not what everybody came for. Everybody came for that hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So.
It's all about like self-awareness, knowing your sound,
knowing
where you fit.
Right, absolutely.
I definitely agree with
you. So what was the name of that track that we just played?
Book of Lies.
Now we're gonna play it again.
We're gonna play it again.
Already got it queued up.
What else? As far as like that type of music, like what else do you have going for? Like what topics do you speak on the sides?
I try to speak on everything because I'm into the occult. You feel me? So I practice magic and shit. So I try to not only speak about like, you know, trap shit, but I correlate my ancestry, like magic and try to talk about consciousness. But you have to do a duality of both because if you only do one, first of all, it's not going to appeal to the awake demographic. And if you're just doing conscious music, it's not going to appeal to the masses. Right. So you have to have a duality of both. So it's like I try to talk about the occult. I talk about the shit I'm going through in life. I talk about me being a goth kid and growing up in the hood in the project. Because I grew up in the project, bro. You feel me? Like in the South Bronx, in Prospect, and 163rd. So like I talk about shit like that. Oh, that's a fact. I mean, right across the street from where Fat Joe grew up. You know what I mean? Like literally right across the street. So it's just like me growing up as an alternative kid in the projects. I done had to fight for my respect. I done had to do all of that. So it's just like I just look different. That's all it is. Like you feel me?
But
Like,
you're not different.
Yeah, I'm not exactly
You're just like everybody else.
Exactly.
Right. So being that you grew up where you grew up at, what got you into the occult and stuff like that? What got you?
Well, my ancestry, like meditating, learning where my soul lied, and learning where what I used to do in my past lifetimes.
Right.
That's a lot of what it was too. You know, like learning about my Taino heritage and learning that magic was a thing before any of this shit was here.
Right.
Like that's what we was doing for me until like the colonization and all that fucking bullshit happened. That's what we was doing. So I was like, I wanted to come back to my roots. You feel me? And there's a huge stigma placed on it. Of course, there's a huge stigma placed on it. But it's like a hammer, bro. It's like you can use a hammer to build a house, or you can use a hammer to kill somebody. You get what I'm trying to say? It's like what you want to use it for.
Right. That's different.
It all depends on the being, on what type of being you are. If you want to do this, do you want to do that? What spectrum of the spiritual spectrum do you lie in?
Like people always tend to draw away from what they don't understand.
Mm-hmm. So, no, I agree. It's fear. It's subconscious fear.
Right.
That's what it
Absolutely.
is.
Absolutely. So what else we got going on, Katie? With that, like
I was told first of all I was not allowed to go to that part of the South Bronx according to Live.
not by yourself.
What?
So Live once told me, because you keep saying across the street from Fat Joe, I was not allowed to go to Fat Joe's neighborhood till I died.
I don't remember saying that, but I
probably
did say that, but you gotta tread careful over there, like that.
No, I mean, at the end of the day, like they gonna press you. Like if they don't know that you from there, they're gonna press you. You're gonna have to, like I said, when I was young, I had to fight. I got jumped. I did all that around that block to just so people I could walk around the projects wearing lipstick and eyeliner. You feel me? So it's just like for somebody to be able to do something like that. But it is crazy out there. It is. But it's just like anywhere, everywhere got hoods. It's just respect, Absolutely. It's a respect.
So tell us about Kreature as a performer.
Kreature as a performer is the most brutally honest version of the sickest part of your mind. Like literally, if you go into the darkest part of your mind, and the part you want to just let loose and not care about nothing, that's what Kreature represents. And I feel like that's in everybody. So even off the fact that you was like, yo, I felt this, like people could relate to that frequency, because like I said, it exists in everybody. So I just feel like Kreature is a brutally honest version of what people are like not fearful of, but they got one foot in, one foot out about. That's what I feel like. And I'm bringing like a genre of like trap metal from the Bronx, and like the Bronx it's like known for bars, it's known for for stuff like that. And we in 2020, I'm just bringing a different sound out, right? And that's what I'm trying to do, open a new doorway sonically, music, So that's what I'm looking for.
Did being Kreature ever weigh too much on you?
Hell yeah. Like I was saying, because you look at my Instagram, you feel me, and you think I'm gonna go out and fucking in the city and sacrifice people, and I'm just gonna fucking do this. You get what I'm trying to say? So it's just like having people come up to me and not understanding that I'm balanced, and it's not only this and that. Kreature's also an outlet, for Felix, for who I am. So it's just having people understanding that I have light and I have dark in me. I'm not just on one side of the spiritual spectrum, And yeah, that shit fucks with me all the time, bro. Like even yesterday, like I was at some girl house and I was chilling with her and she was just like, like shit, bro. Like I didn't know you had, all of this. People will categorize it as light, but I just look at it just like being a good person, like just being a real person. So that's one thing that I deal with.
Get into more about Book of Lies, because we're gonna replay it again.
So Book of Lies was I have a whole bunch of code. Like I took So the samples are from one of my favorite directors. His movies, I don't know, you know who Rob Zombie is, right?
Cool.
Yeah. So House of a Thousand Corpses, all his shit, Devil's Rejects, Three from Hell, you know, Lords of Salem. That specific sample was from Lords of Salem. It's when all the witches they're gathering around and they're about to do sacrificial ritual and shit. So that song was basically meant for the occult. Like some of the first few lines is Bao is alive in my pentacle. So Bao is a demon, you know, that people know about. It's in sacred texts in different forms. You feel me? Beelzebub, Bao, whatever. Like I have him on my arm. You know, so that's a demon that I consciously let into my body when I go on stage. You could see the switch up in my eyes if you was to, you know, but I consciously let him in and then I bring him out. You know, like that's how like I cut my stomach open on stage, bro. 45 stitches. You get what I'm trying to say? So there's like, yeah. You see her face? Like, yo, that's not human.
Nah, because you know,
You
not
pic-
human.
she pictured it. That
The pain of the 45 stitches. I didn't pick each stitch. I put the pain.
I've seen like documentaries of shit like that. Like people do shit like that on stage. Like as part of
yeah,
that.
body me exactly.
Right. Like I've seen that. So it didn't surprise me when you said it. I was like, oh, okay, that's really a real thing.
Yeah, that's a real thing.
He told me a story about either featuring or something, Netherlands, an artist that
Mayhem.
that where he literally embodied living the dead. So he buried his clothes.
Yeah, the vocalist of Mayhem, the first vocalist of Mayhem, his name was Dead, and I mentioned him in the song that I just put out too. I'm like, rest in peace to Dead, rest in peace to Dead. So like, my whole thing is like, bro, he used to bury his clothes in the dirt so it could smell like dirt and sulfur before he got on stage. He practiced body mutilation. He would cut himself on stage, you know, all of that. And like creatively, of course, it's gonna bring a shock value, you know, but he wasn't even looking at it like that. He was just looking at it. He was, you know, dealing with mental health shit, you know.
His dead body was the cover art though for the first project.
Y'all know about Mayhem. Y'all know Mayhem. Y'all know who Mayhem is, the Norwegian black metal band. Wow. So basically, what happened is he was going through mad shit mentally. So what he did is just gonna be heavy. It's gonna be heavy, like. But he slit both his wrists. He slit his neck, and then he blew his brains out. Yeah, but before he blew his brains out, like when he slit his wrist, he wrote a note and shit like that to, you know, the rest of his band members. So when, you know, he blew his brains out, wow, like he's there, whatever, on the bed, the guitarist comes to the crib and sees the shit, and instead of thinking like, you know, like, oh shit, like I'm gonna call, you know,
like
I'm
my
gonna call
man
the authorities.
dead. Let me call the cops.
I'm gonna call, you know, he goes and he gets a camera and he takes a picture of it. Like literally, this is already, you can look it up, you know. He takes a picture of it and he puts it like this is the first fucking album cover of this shit. And then, aside from that, they made necklaces out of his skull. And I'm dead ass.
Yeah, I didn't see the joint with the lady that was going to tea.
Yeah.
But that's like Norwegian black. It's like you see how there's gospel music?
Right.
That's music made for Satan. It's satanic music. So all of that shit, they don't have a sense of morality.
Right.
So that's like, you know, it's whatever. It's like, what are the positives and the negatives of what I just did? If the positives outweigh the negatives, no matter if it's, even if it's something wrong to society, you know?
So I want you to introduce Book of Lies to us, because then we're going to invite you into our conversation afterwards, because we always have a topic we like to talk with our guests. So introduce it for us.
Book of Lies, something different, something heavy, something for you to homage to, but something also.
Stand ready to desecrate. I got your bitch my soul. I got your bitch my soul. I got your bitch my throne. Our bodies are gold. Our bodies are gold. Our bodies are gold. I got your bitch my soul. I got your bitch my soul. Bodies are life in my pentacle. Blood in the seat, I can't go. Fucking your bitch in my pentacle. Blood in my veins, chemical. Body I talk like been all up on the cross. Motion that world was lost. Bitch, I ain't playing the boss. I ain't sorry you lost. Yeah, I got a fucking reason for inside a trap. And deny Jesus Christ. I got your bitch my soul. I got your bitch my soul. I got your bitch my soul. All my heart is a go. All my heart is a go. All my heart is a go. I got your bitch my soul. I got your bitch my soul. Bitch, you a friend of my loss. Love for the friends I got. My ass are gonna be lost. Walking out to the side. And I want to upon the buckle.
Okay. Now y'all heard what I was trying to say though.
Right.
That shit pretty fire.
Yeah, shit is fine.
I'm trying to figure out if it was like voiceovers on the beat. I'm trying, like, I was listening to the beat and
With
I'm
the
like,
ad libs. Did you put ad libs and you screamed over it? Did you say like one word and screamed it over?
Even when I just record, like I'm not gonna go in there and just put one vocal track. I'm gonna put an overdub, I'm gonna put an ad lib, and any pockets that I miss, of course, it's just filling in everything that's going on. But that doesn't mean that like my screaming is effects. That's the reason why I'm screaming.
mm.
You know? Like, I used to be in a deathcore band. I used to come from this. So that's just all me. It's just if I put a little reverb, like I'll be known.
My bad. Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I come from this, so like, it's not the fact of my voice sounds like that because I have effects on it or I've had voiceover stuff on it. You know, I know how to scream. It's just I'll add a little reverb or I'll add a delay or something like that. You know, and I come from this. I used to be in a deathcore band.
So I got my topic of the day.
Right.
And it's not a dub.
We don't got no doubt to it.
I mean, I want to dub McDonald's for that lame ass watered down coffee they gave me.
That's your fault. Stop going to McDonald's for coffee.
No, because McDonald's never failed until now. I'm sorry, would you rather pay $4 for a coffee from Dunkin' or Starbucks and it be brittle as fuck? Or you get a coffee from McDonald's for $2 and it's actually pretty good.
Every time I see you, you got Dunkin' Donuts coffee.
I'm not. No, when you see me in my house, I steal the cups from Dunkin' Donuts. That's a whole other story.
I trust Dunkin' Donuts over everything, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Starbucks is it's like
It's like sleeping on the McDonald's coffee.
I'm not gonna lie. McDonald's coffee used to be fire. McDonald's coffee not hitting like that.
McDonald's.
I'll just never get one from 7-Eleven.
McDonald's is, since they got sued a couple years ago because a lady, she spilled the coffee on herself and she got burnt.
Right.
They've been like moving a little funny with it. So
I mean, but that's her fault.
7-Eleven coffee is good, but it has to be Colombian coffee.
Yeah.
So when they don't have the Colombian coffee, I won't drink it.
It all goes downhill from there.
Right.
So I've been getting into this debate with Katya. Shout out to my sorority sister.
Katya, what up?
When is cancel culture too much?
Whoa. That's good. That's a good question.
And I say this because you sent me the video of Dan Harmon where he did the Dexter parody.
Right.
Raping little babies and killing them.
Right.
That shit came out in 2009. He already issued public apologies back in 2018 and one time and back in 2009.
Right.
So now, not sure how this video resurfaced.
I think it resurfaced.
That's going on right now.
Yeah, I think it resurfaced because that's what's been the big topic as of late. And I think whenever it comes to something that people really didn't pay attention to the first or even the second time, when it comes out again, like when there's like wild allegations and shit going on,
but here's my
they'll
thing.
put it out there.
But here is my thing, and this is why me and her got into that long 2-hour debate.
Right.
So Dan Harmon is known for his dark humor.
Right.
That is why everyone was drawn to Rick and Morty.
Right.
Okay, you're getting mad. Once again, I don't. Disclaimer: welcome to the Rawrrzone and Cecilius. Do not condone pedophilia or rape or any of the following topics that we're speaking right now, right? But that was a dark humor. And if you watch Dexter, and mind you, Dexter was not all that clean either. The show Dexter. So you making a parody of it. So one, why you not taking Dexter off the reruns? Why you not doing anything, right? But we not grew up, but we got accustomed to Rick and Morty because of his dark humor. Are you saying it's okay? Like it's not okay for him to rape a baby and kill him, right? But you're here in a mindset or a dream like Inception, where your granddaughter is going to get fucked by her 40-year-old teacher, and he coming out with the collar for her. They're producing BDSM on this show. So you're getting mad about that, right? But you're also here not saying nothing to the sickos like Yiannopoulos and the pedophiles that want to make pedophilia a goddamn gender.
Wait, whoa.
A sexual
crazy,
orientation.
right?
So
How does that even make sense?
there has to be a line drawn.
Like first of all, they're not kids.
I understand the dark humor of certain things, and I think I think nowadays everything is very, very risque as far as things that we talk about and shit like that. I think that's just the time we live in right now. So when those types of old videos pop up, for instance, a perfect example of something that was old that's just now coming back new. The whole shit with Ellen. And how they said there was a toxic environment on the show. But this is not the first time that it's been said that she's had a toxic environment on the show.
Mm.
This has been said for years.
You've been around for 15 years.
But nobody knew that.
What's going on?
It's like new information now. But that's the perfect example of how old shit becomes new when shit happens that relates to it. You know what I'm saying?
Because then people start digging deep
Right,
into.
they start digging deeper. And I think we're a generation now where we kind of look for evidence for a lot of shit. I think our generation questions a lot.
Because
I feel like that's what it is.
Right.
It's an awakening.
Absolutely.
And we have access to a lot.
And so I think a lot of times our minds are so aware of certain things that we're quick to cancel shit. We're very, very quick to cancel shit, especially shit that doesn't align with what we believe in per se.
And not only that, when something gets brought up and it starts becoming a trend, and then it's so you have people that legitimately don't agree with it because that's how they feel, and you have people don't agree with it.
But only don't agree with it because everybody else doesn't agree with it.
Yeah.
And that's my thing too. So it's okay, so you're willing to cancel a good show. All right, dark humor aside. And when you're smacked, that is a hilarious show to watch.
Hell yeah. And you learn some shit.
You learn learn about science, bro.
Right.
That
Rick and
shit
Morty
that they say is not a lie.
It's a very educational show on the web. If you haven't watched it, you'll definitely catch that.
So you're gonna cancel 70 more episodes because you're very insensitive. I don't want to say insensitive, right? But you don't understand what the fuck is going on in the world. Ideally, you're just most likely either what's going on, so you're gonna be the one to advocate against it, right? But then you're gonna have a million dick suckers behind you. So are you the dick sucker or are you the one that's really talking the truth?
Well, let me ask you this. Let me play devil's advocate. If it was a show that you didn't like, would you care as much about the topic?
If it makes sense.
Because
it would
I
have
feel
to make sense.
I feel like a lot of people that are canceling Rick and Morty and saying take it off.
Okay, but when
people who have never watched it.
So let me give you an example, right? If I didn't like J. Cole when they were trying to cancel him, would it make sense?
No, it wouldn't have made sense.
Because none of this cancer culture is making sense.
But they what were they canceling J. Cole for?
Because
nobody had
about
knowing what it is.
Uh,
I feel like it depends on what it is.
No, absolutely.
They tried to come
I think nobody's canceled Donald fucking Trump.
But that's my point.
Crazy, right?
But but that's my point.
Don't use sources.
No, listen. Listen,
Bro,
don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
The man's brother died yesterday, and the motherfucker, before he even went to go say goodbye to his brother, had to make sure he knocked off a round of fucking golf.
But that's his thing. But guess what? Look, at the end of the day, yo, people only do things that are. We're in social media culture, so if it's not popular on social media, nobody cares.
Yeah.
Especially Twitter.
Twitter starts with everything.
Twitter starts. Yo, Twitter gets the news before the news gets the news. Twitter, I remember when Twitter first came out.
Yo, Twitter's a punisher, though. They punish the fuck out of
It's Twitter and TMZ.
Right. Twitter literally had like information on shit.
Bro, I found out Kobe Bryant died from Twitter.
Like people were like the news were like as per Twitter. Like that they were citing their sources from Twitter. Like that's how important information gets to Twitter before everything else. Like shit gets to Twitter before Facebook, before Instagram, sometimes before TMZ, sometimes before all the time before the news. Like it's crazy. It's crazy.
Man, all I know about this situation is cancel culture. First of all, we have too much free time, right? With this COVID, like not everything's not completely open, so I don't want to hear, oh, I'm not on quarantine. Nah, many people in New York that were stuck in lockdown, you had OD too much time to really think about what is supposed to be canceled and what's not. How about we take that energy from canceling shit and maybe put that back into our economy and like work on getting jobs and work on trying to better ourselves.
You know what though? I could look at it on the flip side. Like when it's necessary to cancel somebody or cancel something, I think that's great. I think that I'm glad that we could come together and cancel shit when it's supposed to be canceled and get shit
but we
removed,
canceling everything every
it shows
other week.
The power that we have as like they told us we wouldn't be shit. I remember growing up in school and they told us we wasn't gonna amount to shit. Mm-hmm. We couldn't do what the fuck we wanted to do. We never was gonna make it. And everybody that I know that I fuck with is an entrepreneur in some way. Everybody that I know has their own something going on.
It's crazy.
So they tried to stop us then, and we're able to come together now on a lot of causes and say we're not going to stand for this anymore. But a lot of times it is excessive. A lot of times it is petty. A lot of times it's just wrong.
I'm gonna just cancel everyone that cancels people.
Canceling shit is not always the answer. Educating on what the fuck it is the answer. And a lot of people don't like to teach.
Can we just educate these mofos?
They don't want nobody wants to teach.
Simple.
Yo, listen, everything is about $1. So if you don't have the dollar, nobody's trying to teach you nothing.
No. And
nothing.
It's all about becoming. Yeah, it's also about becoming who can become popular and who can say stuff to get the most likes.
Right. My biggest thing that happens when people say that is do your own research. Yo, I hate that. I hate that. Yo,
how about you do the research for me, bitch?
No, it's not even do the research.
If you know something, why not share it?
Why not share it? Don't tell me to do my own research if you know something, or at least show me where you saw that at, so that I can look it up myself and interpret it the way I have to interpret it. I hate when people say do your own research.
I would only say that if I'm talking to somebody about it and they just don't want to even bother.
Right.
So you don't have to listen to me. You don't have to listen to me, but at least hear me out.
Hear me out, right? And if you don't hear me out, do your research on it on your own time.
Yeah.
That I understand. But it's like, as far as like shit like history, and people try to speak on history, especially in them hotels. Them hotels try to spit out that history to you and they tell you do your research. Fuck out of here. Show me where you saw that at.
Man, I can't even say nothing because I was a history major, so I actually went and did that research. So
right. Like that literally is like, that's one of my pet peeves. People tell me to do my research. I have no problem teaching somebody shit. No problem.
My thing is, I have no issue with, okay, I'll do my research, but just because you feel a certain way about something, don't try to force that on me.
Right, force it on me. Absolutely.
But the worst part is like when you know you're right about something, but they want to tell you do your research. That's the worst thing you could tell me.
It's funny.
Where you? Oh no, you weren't there. I got a story for y'all later, but just once you hand them that proof and then you be like, bitch, suck my dick.
Right, that angers me, bro. And do your research shit.
And then when you do the research and you're right,
bothers the shit out of me, bro. I'm thinking about that shit now. I'm getting hot, bro. Like somebody just told me to do that shit, yo.
Calm
Don't
down.
tell me what the
Calm
fuck,
down.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Calm down. Calm down, Mikey. Calm down. And on that note, so we had Kreature here, so you could tune in on Thursday to Spotify, to YouTube, to everything you can find us at, because we have a full hour feature on Kreature Goth.
Right.
Where we talk about everything from his music to BDSM to fucking murderous people. Like the shit went on and on.
Lit.
It was really lit. Like you missed out, bro. Like, but
I know what I was doing.
I know what you were doing, but I'm not gonna talk about that on air.
Yo, before we end, yo, you got any projects?
I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
So I got a video dropping in a week and a half.
Right.
I have new music dropping on all streaming platforms.
The video for Corpse House got
So
10.1K views.
Kreature Goth and it
Yeah,
pops
look
up
up Kreature
everywhere.
Goth on everything. And
Go.
find me for sure.
That might be. I ain't gonna bullshit. That might be my rider music, bro.
Yo.
When I go to PA, when I go to PA,
It's perfect. It's
that
perfect.
might be my shit, bro. Like I like listening to new shit, bro. I do. And like when something catches me, like the Book of Lies caught me, I gotta listen. I gotta listen to some more.
Yo.
Especially for them long drives, you need something
Right.
to make you sit and
Right.
think and pay attention.
Right. So I'm definitely glad you came on the show today, man. And definitely open my eyes to a
You
different
may-
sound. You know what I'm saying? Open my eyes.
And we're gonna talk. Me and him talked a lot about like Tekashi and like the direction of his music. It'll be eye
So
opening.
I look forward to hearing that. So,
You know, once again, you can follow us everywhere on Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Deezer, Rhapsody, all of those places.
all those streaming platforms.
At Rawrrzone NYC. Welcome to the Rawrrzone. Follow Talent Wave at Talent Wave. Follow DTF Radio at DTF Radio and Platinum Radio, because you can catch us there. And Kreature Goth on Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time
On Platinum Radio.
on Platinum Radio. Sorry, I ran out of air capacity. But where can they find you?
Kreature Goth on Instagram, 3 H's on Goth, and just Kreature Goth on all streaming platforms.
Kreature with a K, right?
Yeah, Kreature with a K. Exactly.
So we're gonna go into this mix. We're gonna take a picture with our guest, and then we're gonna have Titan and Rap in the building.
Titan Rap, S-Rock.
You know,
It's gonna be a good one.
It's gonna be a good one with the real ones. But we're gonna let Apollo do his thing.
Stand ready to desecrate. I got your bitch my soul. I got your bitch my soul. I got your bitch my throne. Oh, my body so cold. My body so cold. My body so cold. I got your bitch my soul. I got your bitch my soul. Bodies are running, I better go. Lying that shit, I ain't better go. Fucking your bitch, I better go. Spreading my money, it's gonna go. Body, I talk for rules. I am a son of a place. Rest in peace, you're dead. Rest in peace, you're dead. Stop it all up on the cross. Pushing out all the source. Bitch, I ain't saying the boss. I ain't sorry you lost. I gotta fucking raise that fire sanity. And deny Jesus Christ. I got your bitch my soul. I got your bitch my soul. I got your bitch my throne. All my heart is a gold. All my heart is a gold. All my heart is a gold. I got your bitch my soul. I got your bitch my soul. Bitch, you a fake that I lost. Left for me friends that I got. Bitches just something I toss. My ass are gonna be lost. Walking on silly just savage. And I without living lavish. And this bitch I'm supposed to laugh. Upon the book Mikey, pull up. Slide up. Trap. Slide. Demon trap. Me too. Curtis. Yes, the block. Yeah. Ooh, spending hella bands, young nigga bought a Hellcat. Everything for sale, but the X and high sell that. this up and ship it off, baby, where the mail at? Best pull us up and she gon' stuff it where her tail at. If you really want them dead, gotta pay the fee flat. Real head hunter and shooter, I be that. You steady watching any pipe, I see that. Say he a stone cold killer, let's be fast. You wanna live, stay calm, relax. How many chop off your arms? They hit us, Kimmy, finesse. I got free checks, army, guns, I keep free checks. We don't play, this ain't recess. Aiming at your head, I ain't aiming at your leg. Ain't tolerate, this shit don't no fed. I'ma kill this little to leave his body in the shade.
If I think I catch your body, I won't tell nobody about it. You can get the from me, I don't trust anybody. Buddy got a gun, but I came up with a bigger shotty. You could better run before somebody catch another body. Shorty just wanna hang with me, kick it like a roddy. Her friend wanna bang me if she can lie about it. It's not what you did, it's only how you went about it. Me wanna be cool with you again, I highly doubt it. I lost my job way back, now I'm stuck in a devil's trap. Cause ever since I touched that was a rap, I ain't never looked back. So I just pray and I hope I don't get too attached. Cause now I'm selling that secret, that ham, I'ma relapse.
Ooh, spending hella bands, young nigga bought a Hellcat. Everything for sale, but they asking how I sell that. Rip this up and ship it off, baby, where the mail at? Best pull us up and she gon' stuff it where her tail at. If you really want them dead, gotta pay the fee flat. Real head hunter and shooter, I be that. You steady watching any pipe, I see that. Say he a stone cold killer, let's be fast. You wanna live, stay calm, relax. How many chop off your arms? They hit us, Kimmy, finesse. I got free checks, army, guns, I keep free checks. We don't play, this ain't recess. Aiming at your head, I ain't aiming at your leg. Ain't tolerate, this shit don't no fade. I'ma kill this little to leave his body in the shade. Slimy, but I keep it real, keep it 40 in the field. People say I got a trip, gotta spin up out of here. Drop a burst inside the bed, super lit, we in the field. Baby bottle make me sip, got me leaning by the tip. Someone dripping, got him shook. She open like a book, not a chef, but I cook. To my sauce, they gon' look. Little and a crew, I'm an animal. Tell my damage, turn around and blame it.
Suave, suave. God, God, God. Suave, suave. God, God, suave, suave. God, God. Finally perfected all of my script. Goddamn, goddamn. Got the spark up all of my shit. Goddamn, goddamn. Got blessed up all of my grips. Yeah. Look at it now. Wow, bad bitch rolling my splits. Finesse. Burn slow. Horse code. Yeah. Survive by being rap songs. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, rap belong. Yeah, rap belong. Yeah. We set the price tag, bitch.
Yeah, sundress. You know who to call when you upset. I know that you cold, you ain't loveless. Treat you on that call, you ain't loveless. Unless I can pick you up and confess. Treat you like a pack and compress. Baby, why won't you come closer? Closer and closer. Closer and closer. Baby, why won't you come over? Over and over. Over and over. Pick it up. Drop that down and pick it up. Baby, if you're down, I'll pick you up. No, you ain't hopeless, but give it up tonight. Pick it up. Drop that down and pick it up. Baby, if you're down, I'll pick you up tonight. Baby, you got your plans for the night. You ain't got no man, I'm your man for the night. Whole nother land, we can land for the night. Take you to the sand, put some tan in your life. I'm the man for the night. You ain't got no bands, but got plans for your night. Whole nother land, we can land for the night. Take you out the sand, we can. Baby, why won't you come?
We set the price tag, bitch.
Yeah, sundress. You know who to call when you upset. I know that you cold, you ain't loveless. Treat you on that call, you ain't loveless. Unless I can pick you up and confess. Treat you like a pack and compress. Baby, why won't you come closer?
closer and closer, closer and closer. Baby, why won't you come over, over and over, over and over? Pick it up, drop that down and pick it up. Baby, if you're down, I'll pick you up. No, you ain't hopeless, but give it up tonight. Pick it up, drop that down and pick it up. Baby, if you're down, I'll pick you up tonight. Baby, you got your plans for the night. You ain't got no man, I'm your man for the night. Whole nother land, we can land for the night. Take you to the sand, put some tan in your life. Oh, I'm the man for the night. You ain't got no plans, but got plans for your night. Whole nother land, we can land for the night. Take you out the sand, we can. Baby, why won't you come closer, closer and closer, closer and closer? Baby, why can't you come over, over and over, and over? Baby, you ain't got no...
Oh, yeah. 1973 till infinity, you know. As I combine all the juice from the mind, heal up, wheel up, bring it back, I'll rewind. The type of shit that's always on my mind will make me bust a rhyme. Yo, flip like acrobats, I'm bringing it back for the rap cats. Don't try to backtrack, I leave them out of breath like an asthma attack. Who's that? Do that, bring that, boom box for the boom back, move back, move back. They getting mad, tell Jennifer Schultz to call 911. Every part these rappers spitting trash. Don't make me snap like a rubber band, a rapper around you like saran. I'll take a girl, smash you girl and pass it to my max. Live at the moment, deliver the lyrics to my opponent. They flow like a river, these rappers quivering, trying to clone it, trying to dethrone it. I juggle careers until Lord drop. Who wants smoke? You can get these hands like doorknobs. Who's trying to talk that witty shit? Time to bring back that raw gritty shit, huh? This type of shit used to play on the radio. The DJs, the house parties went crazy, yo.
What I gotta do to get this shit on back? That raw rap, that boom bap, bars and flows, yo.
This type of shit used to play on the radio. The DJs, the house parties went crazy, yo.
What I gotta do to get this shit on back? That raw rap, that boom bap, bars and flows, yo. Yo, as an innocent infant, running around in scuffed up kicks for relatives who was familiar with street kicks. I can't forget about my grandma's house, where my teachers went down on some real shit. Who would have ever thought that this revolution would elevate to this conclusion? I inhaled and exhaled when I hear boom bap on raw rap and think like, damn, man, who let this game get so sad? I was a younger recording flex bombs, open tracks on my cassettes with the scratches and playbacks. I had to move cautious when the Walkman's in my hand when I walking, man, cause I ain't wanted to skip. My jazz part is where I kept the heat. Taggers all over my compositions for the competition. Papers were covered with all the art that my brainstorm. Let it rain under my pen, the most lethal weapon of mine. I ain't lying.
It's rocky.
You don't feel it how I feel it, yeah, I'm about that. You don't feel it how I feel it, you stuck in the trash. You don't feel it how I feel it when I'm bald. I feel it in the air, when I'm down, I'm never fall. You don't feel it how I feel it, yeah, I'm about that. You don't feel it how I feel it, you stuck in the trash. You don't feel it how I feel it when I'm bald. I feel it in the air, and I'm never fall.
Coming from the next lane. Said they ain't show me no love. Cornmeal. Back in the day. Said they ain't show me no love. Back in the day, they ain't wanna show me love. Bitches try to play me, treating me just like a scrub. Now they wanna come around because my niggas up. Now they wanna come around because my niggas up. Back in the day, they ain't wanna show me love. Bitches try to play me, treating me just like a scrub. Now they wanna come around because my niggas up. Now they wanna come around because my niggas up.
Yeah, they call me Miyagi, and I gotta keep a trigger. All these bands getting bigger. Bitches know I'm that nigga. Bank account 6 figures. All these niggas sneak dissing. Hop up out the whip flipping. Big dope got me lifted. All these bitches keep tripping. Then I really tryna listen. Tryna show I'm different. Ex nigga keep bitching. Lean got me feeling different. Jumping, have a dripping. Gold stacks, have a spinning. Count cash,
Back in the day, they wanna show me love. Bitches try to beg me, treating me just like a scrub. Now they wanna come around because my niggas up. Now they wanna come around because my niggas up. Back in the day, they wanna show me love. Bitches try to beg me, treating me just like a scrub. Now they wanna come around because my niggas up. Now they wanna come around because my niggas up.
Run it up. Run it up. Woo! Just my chain, so I'm about to run it up. Copy everything stuff or something like that. What's on the average budget on that? I got the pounds for you or something. I'm chasing my dream, and I'm bringing a team, so I'm about to run it up. I'm flexing the summers up, trying to copy a rig with the sauce when the funds is up. Niggas can't run with us. Fools on the app with the guns, just fun to us. The bitches, they run us. I got the pounds, so you get expected to run us. I'm chasing my dream, and I'm bringing a team, so I'm about to run it up. I'm flexing the summers up, trying to copy a rig with the sauce when the funds is up. Niggas can't run with us. Fools on the app with the guns, just fun to us. The bitches, they run us. I got the pounds, so you get expected to run us.
Put it with me with the max up. Pump shotty, make him back up. Roll shade when I run him down. Tell a nigga get it packed up. Niggas told me stop playing with him, so it's time for me to act up. If you fucking around with those fucking rounds, you gon' fuck around and get smacked up. Big bro got the max up, so please don't make me lose it. Bro told me don't do it. I'm about to go stupid. I got the juice, I hop in the coupe, but you know the shit roofing. Getting to it isn't my nigga, and my mama told me never trust bitches. Grind hard, get the bucks, nigga. Don't give a fuck about a fuck nigga. Niggas wishing they was gay.
Okay. You are now tuned into Welcome to the Rawrrzone, sponsored by Talent Wave, where many of your favorite celebrities have hidden talents. Visit the site to find out more. Email talentwave.info@gmail.com to find out how you could become part of the team.
Yo,
We're back, and I'm blessed. We had a lot of music. Mikey got to eat his words finally.
I get to eat my words. Oh, on the Kreature.
Oh,
Kreature
yeah.
Yo, listen, I never said that he was going to be bad. I was just worried.
You were scared.
Yeah, I was legit scared. I was like, yo, Katie got something crazy going up here. But yo, this shit was actually dope. So I appreciate it. But yo, who we got in the building? Who we got?
So I'm there. Well, I'm waiting for Paulo to turn the camera because I'm a deep. All right. So we here, right?
Right.
So now we on the camera.
Okay.
All right. Wait. Turn the camera top a little more. Like
that's what she said.
Pause. Fuck. You see why I kept saying pause all day? Yeah, perfect. So that's why I kept being paranoid over being paused all day. But I'm here with somebody that's been at the conception of what is Welcome to the Rawrrzone.
Okay.
So when we were at that station, aka Red Door, certain people didn't want to stay till certain hours of the night. And guess who had a show at certain hours of the night?
Oh, so that's why you do what you do. I get it now. Okay.
Why I do the nights?
Right.
Because I didn't have a choice.
Right.
It just ended up falling like that. So one asshole got stuck with me for over a year. And then I broke my arm and he took a liking to me. Somewhat. People felt bad for me, bro. Like I was robo-arm and he was giving me rides home. That's how much he felt bad for me.
No, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I know. I hate your face too, right? So eventually, when Sean died, I reached out to a bunch of people, to do what was the give back with me.
Right. And
out of everyone, and there was a lot of faces that they were asking for a high cut, and I couldn't do that.
Right. This is just to
put an event together to raise money for the Sarcoma
like
Foundation.
A sponsor, in a way.
Yes, so in a way, yeah, because back then we're talking about 2-3 years ago now. I didn't know what I was doing, so I needed somebody.
Right.
When I spoke to Rock about it, he was the first one to jump on it and teach me how to put it together. So since then, he's been my business partner in terms of the give back. He's been a big role in Welcome to the Rawrrzone because he made our logo. God damn it!
Right.
Where is it?
I don't know.
Yo, that's your handiwork somewhere up here.
It's gonna pop up.
It's eventually gonna pop up.
I made that shirt though.
You made the shirt. Definitely didn't make that fresh wine liquors or Talon Wave. We're gonna get there.
It came on when you had turned your head. It popped up.
Okay. See, it just don't fuck with me like that, right? But
No.
lo and behold, shit! Look at that sexy ass logo.
Yeah, we missed it.
Listen, it was on the flyer. It's more than enough. You know, and after years of working together, I'm glad he's here. This is like the 500th interview I did with him. So give it up for the head of Rockview Entertainment, the man, the mogul, the visionary behind it all, S-Rock. I got no sound effects. Wait.
No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work.
It never works. Fuck it. What's up, bro?
Hey, no, what's going on?
It's been a long time since I've seen you, man.
Really?
Yo.
You gotta be kidding me. We just did an interview today.
Oh, where we did? Oh my God. Time flies.
That's how we are today.
I'm old.
Really?
Interesting.
Facts. But I'm good though. I'm good. How are you since the last time I saw you?
I'm doing pretty good, you know. I saw a Creature.
Split for like an hour.
You know?
You know, we saw a Creature. We wished Live a happy birthday. We gotta wish you a happy birthday because your birthday was last week too.
You saw a Creature.
Belated.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude, that was here.
His name is Creature.
His name is Creature.
Oh, I was on live downstairs promoting to tune into the app. So.
Yeah, we saw.
Oh, okay.
We saw. Don't worry. We were catching up with the Titan.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. It'll be good. But thank you though.
You know, speaking of catching up with the Titan, what's the Titan been up to? Especially with the quarantine happening. Like, there's been so much that's been happened since the last time we probably saw you.
Yeah. So working and restructuring.
Okay.
So clearly, you know, we was doing the events before. We can't do events now.
Mm-hmm.
The events were a major part of my business. So essentially, if I can't do a major part of my business, I got to make up for it somehow.
Right.
So I've been restructuring, trying to figure out how to essentially COVID-proof my business. And then while I'm doing that, sitting down, I'm thinking, okay, what can I do that won't allow me, that I don't need to go everywhere else to do it. So then I started making some more music, jumped back in that bag, and then created the book that I put out. So I'm doing that. It's like, okay, I don't need to go out to do this part.
What kind of book you got up?
It's a motivational quote book.
Okay.
So
where can they find it?
On my website, either on rockviewent.com/books, or right now it's on the homepage at titanrap.com. Okay. So I just put it out straight to consumer. Like I didn't want to go through no distributor, none of the other outlets. If you want it, you can go right where I'm at and get it from there directly from me. I don't need a middleman. So that's what I've been doing. And then expanding on the business, bringing more people on board, bringing other companies under my company with our situation and stuff like that. So
I got notes.
She got notes. So I've been doing that, trying to COVID-proof what my reality will be once this whole thing is done, if it's ever done.
So beyond the business, how has COVID really affected you?
Me personally, it only affected me to the point of be more aware of your surroundings, right? So I'm already aware of the whole hand sanitizer thing. I've been doing that.
Right.
Air sanitizer, I've been doing that already. Like in my car, I keep hand sanitizer. I keep all this in my car already.
Right.
So when we had to do it, it's like, okay, that's something
regular for you.
Yeah. The only thing is just like, okay, I hear people get sick from it and things like that. Some people that weren't close to me, but I knew. So I was like, okay, I heard people die from it. I'm like, okay, I don't want to have nobody around me affected by this. So how can I still do what I'm doing, be out there, but secure the best of my ability to just make sure they're good, because I still got to eat. I don't trust the system to go with the government talking about. So I got to
make your own way.
Right, but do it safely though. That's the only way it really affected me, how to figure out how to do it safe and make sure it's not just safe for me, but safe for like my kids and like my relatives that's around and all of that. Make sure it's safe for them. If I'm outside, when I come back, I gotta make sure I'm good for y'all. So that's one thing that really affected me. Other than that, I've been up and down the highway from state to state, from New York to North Carolina, Virginia, South Carolina. So that's what I've been doing for the past few months.
So what we have new coming out for you music wise? Like I heard you got an EP out.
Yeah, I got the way I got it right now is Cold Yellow. So for those that don't know, I started a series with Cold Red. It's called the Color Code series. And what I wanted to do at that particular time, I wanted to just do a series of music. I didn't want to just give it out for free. So it's like, okay, I can give it to you for free, but just get something, right? So I started Color Code Series, which is the shirts. I put phones on the shirts, whatever color it is. So if we on red, it's a red phone. If we on orange, it's an orange phone. Now we on yellow, it's a yellow phone. And what you do is, if you got an iPhone, you just put it with your camera, scan it, get the EP right on your phone. If you got an Android, you get the QR code app. It's free. Scan the code, EP right to your phone. So you still get the free music as if I was putting it out on like Dat Piff or SoundCloud or something, but you just support the brand, which is what I'm doing. So here's the clothes. The clothes is the brand, because the brand is marketing, is motivating, is creativity. So this is creative. This is outside of the box. It's like, all right, we don't have tangible CDs. Everybody on their mobile devices, but I don't want you to go to the other outlets to get it, because you can't really have it. You pay for it to listen to it,
right?
Not to
have it. Not for a physical, like it's yours.
Exactly. Right. So I wanted to be like, well, if you support what I'm doing, and this is the music that I can't sell, I'll give it to you. Right. But buy something. So buy the shirt. You can have the music.
Right.
Go ahead.
Right. It's yours.
Yeah, it's yours. Put it on your phone. Transfer it to your laptop, device, whatever. Right. It's yours. And I wanted that because we don't have that. We don't have people really pushing CDs like that.
Right.
Most people don't have CD players. I do. I got it in my car. So it's like I still listen to CDs, but other people don't really sell them. So when I ask people about their music and they be like, yo, I got the music on XYZ platform. I'm like, all right, do you have something tangible though? Because I want to have it. If I like it, I want to have it.
Right.
And they all like, no. So I put a blog up during the pandemic. It was like sales or streams. Like, are we going for sales or are we going for streams? Because if you're going for streams, you need so many streams to equal up to one sale. Whereas I can take one sale and I done made more money than the people who got 1,000 times the streams.
Right.
So it's like, nah, that's why artists feel they're getting cheated. You promoting other platforms who getting paid for their streaming services, but your music is up there and you getting next to crumbs on it. So why you can't just create your own platform where you can sell the music or do whatever you want to do on it and make it tangible where they can take it from here to there and just go.
Right.
All right, if you let somebody else hear it, that's cool. Because if you were streaming it, I would need 1,500 y'all to equal one sale anyway. So if I get the shirt and I paid for the shirt, but I got the project and I give it to the 3 of y'all, okay, that's only 4 people with it. But I still need 1,500 people to equal up to one sale.
Yeah, right.
So I'm cool with that. I'll take that ratio. Right. And if 1,500 people listen to whatever I'm promoting, they might, oh wait, he doing something with the shirt like that. Maybe half of that about a shirt. So now you probably got 750 that on bought the shirt just because of the concept. So I take that because that's more income coming in based on my music and my artistry and my motivation on building my brand. My brand is grind pays. You got to find a way to grind and keep it going. So that's really, you know what I mean? What I've been up to.
So it's crazy that he had said that because I had thought about that the other day where like, yo, we pay $9.99 or whatever it is that you pay for Apple Music or
I pay $4.99 because I'm still on my student membership.
Yeah, I had lost mine when I got locked up.
I be cheating the system.
Whatever you pay for something monthly that you don't own. Like you don't own, like when you pay for it, you only paying to listen to the music. We're not paying to actually own the music, like to have it. So like you said, without my phone, I can't listen to anything. Like I had thought about that the other day. I was like, yo, bro, like I literally have to like any music that's not on streaming platforms, I have to actually take and put it on my phone, but that's mine. But everything else that's on that phone that comes from Apple Music, I don't own that.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So when my subscription stops, I can't listen to none of that, but what I put on my phone personally. So that it's crazy, like to think about how much money we've been using and giving up companies to actually have something that we don't own. Like beyond like rent and shit like that. Like I know rent, you know, you're paying for shit that you don't own. But the thing that you're paying for music that you can't just take and transfer anywhere you wanted to, like back in the day. Like if I wanted to take one song and take it from my computer and put it on 4 different devices, maybe my mom wanted it, maybe I wanted it, maybe my brother wanted it. We could take it from one computer and we all had it. Mm-hmm. And we had to pay nothing for it.
Right. But
time.
They got the sell though.
Right.
So now what it is, if I got a project on streaming service A, and then you like, yo, I like that song. Yo, send me that. I ain't got it. You got to go get streaming service A in order to get it. But even if you get it, you still don't have the music.
Right.
It's only with their streaming service.
Shit.
So it's like, all right, that defeats the purpose of what most people do music for. Because if you're doing it for business, you're losing money. If you're doing it to spread the word of what you do, you're losing on the spreading because you're not spreading your music. You're spreading their platform to get your music, to hear it, not to have it. So if you're going to pay them monthly to just hear my music, you can go on YouTube and watch the video if you really want to hear it that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like you can go there and they got these little sites, you can do what you want to do from there. But if I could take this middleman out, I pay for my own website. I'm not gonna pay you. So I pay for my own website, allow them to stream it from my site, allow them to buy it from my site, and it's directly to me. I don't gotta wait for you to say, okay, well, this quarter is up. Here's your cut from this month, this quarter. No, give it to me right now. Because I sold it. I'm the one that's doing it. And now if y'all did it, it's cool. But I don't want y'all to do it because the people who like it, they can't have it. Like you said, if you put it on this device, it's only on that device or wherever you sign into that account at from that platform.
Right.
It's not really yours. You paying for what? To say that you heard it. Yeah, just that's it. But you can hear it anywhere. That's why I like the shirt, because if you hear something that I like, that you like, that I have, and let's say the music is playing and I have the shirt that has that music embedded in it. Yo, you like that? Yo, get it right now, dog. Scan it. You ain't got to go nowhere. Scan it with your phone right now. Now you get the file. You can put it wherever you want to put it.
Right.
No big deal. But you got it right there, just like that. And that's why I do that. And it also helped me with the reach, because people are like, yo, that's creative.
Right. That's a dope concept.
You know what I mean? And I had the idea for a couple of years, but like I had went through some stuff where I had fell back from doing the music and stuff like that. So I'm like, all right, I'm just really doing the business part. But if I tell people about the stuff that I'm doing, they not gonna believe what I'm talking about
Until
because
it happens.
they
don't
ain't
understand.
They never saw it. It's like, okay, what you like? How you know that's gonna work though? Like you ain't even doing that. All right, well, I wasn't doing that portion of the business at the moment. But the fact that I got to COVID proof my business is like, okay, in order for me to handle business, I got to do it to be able to set the example to show like, okay, you don't have to go with the regular route that they tell you to go, because they feeding this to you so they can get money, not so you can get money, because you got to work 1,500 times harder than them to get one sale where they already getting paid off. All them 1,500 people that's on their platform, if they're not getting paid a subscription, they're getting paid advertising costs from the advertisers. So you're just making sure that they get paid.
Yeah.
You're not making sure you
You're
get
not
paid.
making no money, no real money off it.
Right. So to me, that's hustling backwards. That's not
Absolutely.
grinding. That's not grind pays. That's like, yeah, it pays somebody else, but not you. If you don't want grinding, you should be getting paid. That's how I feel.
True.
Yo, shout out to Scorpio P on the check-in. He goes, shout out to Deshaun Oakman.
You must be on Facebook.
Well, I'm reading whatever's coming up.
But you know who he talking about though? Why didn't you just say that? It's all good. It's all good. He probably read the book. The book has my name on it.
That's why probably. But we played one of your tracks before you got here. Which one did you end up playing, Apollo?
Feel It.
Tell us about it.
About Feel It is just it's pretty much the same thing we were just talking about. So it's like with Feel It is like you don't feel what I feel. I know what I want to do. I know what I can do. I know the feeling behind it. I know the passion behind it. You don't. You say you want what I'm doing. You say you want to be a part of that, but then when you see what it takes to go through that, it's like, I don't really know about that. And then you kind of hesitate a little bit. But in this business, in life, period, you can't sit down and hesitate and hold up. You got to keep going. So if you don't feel it how I feel it, you can go on about your business and I'll do it. So I'm just basically saying, like, you just don't feel it how I do. It's all good. It's about me and how I feel, how I see things. And that's what it's about. Just the feeling of getting to it. And I explain stories in it, in Feel It.
And then the whole project is entitled, other than Code Yellow, it's Writing and Vibing.
Yeah.
Where did you get that theme from? Why is it also the only theme out of the three color code projects?
Well, first I'll get into why it's the first theme one, because the other two were back in 2018. So I was just trying it out. At first it was going to be spare songs that I don't have on any of my other projects. Right. Just like, let me throw four of them together. Cool, boom. Then the next one I had my own studio. So I was like, well, let me try to mix it up and all that myself to see if I can get the sound that I like on my own, but my followers can grow with me. Like, oh, I remember when he couldn't even mix that well. All right, cool. But then when after I had the car accident and I sat back and I'm going through all this, I'm like, well, I'm always on the highway. Through the whole COVID, I've been on the highway and I've been listening to music, and all the music that I listen to is majority old school music, is majority R&B. So when I was in the studio with TRB, shout out to him, I'm like, yo, look, I need some beats. What you got? We were just talking. And he played these beats. And I'm like, yo, I like these beats with these samples in it. I need something with that feel. So he gave me a whole folder. And then right when the accident happened, I didn't record none of it. So then coming back, I'm like, all right, I need to do music physically again.
Right.
So I started working on music again this year, January-ish, February-ish. So I did the first two songs, and then COVID happened, so I couldn't go to the studio. So then now I'm on the highway back and forth and I'm listening. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. All the riding and vibing that I'm doing is to these old samples similar to what he already gave me.
Right.
And then I always put like on Snapchat or Instagram or whatever, riding and vibing. So I'm like, I'm gonna just make a project with the vibes that I like. So I'm gonna do that. And then eventually when I heard all the beats, I'm like, okay, I'll put these beats there. I already have this. Let me put this one together. And then so it's like, all right, these are the vibes of the songs that I listen to. But it's updated because they remade these beats and put them with a sound of our age.
Right.
All right, cool. Let's ride and vibe. Let's do that because that's what I'm doing anyway when I'm listening to my music. So that's why I call it riding and vibing. And I feel like that was good for Cold Yellow with the theme, back to why it was a theme, because it's been so long since I did one. I'm like, well, I don't want to just go to put songs together just cause. It's like, no, let's get a theme going. Even though it's not a full-length project, make it an EP with an actual theme that leads into the full-length project. So that's why it's like you still get the Cold Yellow, you still get a theme project, and you still get attention of people knowing that you're doing something new.
Yes.
All right, cool. And that's why I did it like that. That's why it's the first themed one out of all of them. And I'm going to hopefully continue that route with themes for each color that comes up.
So we can do it like this now, right? Instead of playing them all at once, we could go one by one because there's 3 more left.
Okay.
You could tell us the backstory and then we could give you our feedback. What do you think?
I mean, that's cool. We could do it. Y'all already heard Feel It, so that was track 2.
So we'll let you pick the next one.
I gotta go with the one I like, one of the ones I like the most.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with All Night Long.
Okay.
I like that.
That sounds very hoish, but tell us about it.
Well, really. So the backstory to that one is, if you know music, you know Mary Jane Girls had a song All Night Long.
Right. Mhm.
So that's one of like my favorite old school songs. So when I heard the beat, I'm like, yo, nah, I'm on this off rip. But if you hear what they was talking about, I'm like, they've been on this wave that everybody mad at now. So I'm like, now we gotta talk about this. And if I'm riding and vibing, 9 times out of 10, you riding and vibing with a female. Right. So what are you talking to a female about if she with you all night long? Like, let's just get it going. And that's where the synopsis of that song came from, because it's like natural when you riding and vibing with a female.
Ayo Mimi said yes.
Thank you.
I had to do it with the sound effect for you, bro.
All right, Mimi, shout out to you.
But let's get introduce it first.
Here it is, S-Rock, All Night Long off that Cold Yellow, riding and vibing. Let's get into it. Welcome to the Rawrdzone. It's the part y'all gonna like right here though. Vibe, yeah, vibe.
Right.
Look, baby, listen, I'm on a mission trying to see it. So what we doing, cause your boy right here ain't trying to leave it. Unturn, you the stone that I'm gonna catch. I like my jewels, but that gym is a no threat. From how you walking, I can tell what you blessed with. From how you talking, you just maybe had the best lips. We gon' find out, I'm pulling mine out. All the stops that'll help you blow your mind out. See if you with it, less talk and a little listen. But not the voices, the sounds, I ain't trying to miss it. The notes of ecstasy, your God gift is blessing me. I do it right after all the time you're next to me. A little sugar, a little drip, a little dip. I got the strokes that's prepared for a little swim. So alright, all night, you can test me. To the limit, keep pushing for the best me. I'm trying to get to you, show you something great. It's not a game, you can play, little mama, what you think? I'm trying to get to you, show you something great. It's not a game, you can play, little mama, what you think? Look, so what you thinking? I was here for a little minute. I came to play batter up till the ninth inning. And I think what you think, like it's all good. It's all good, I don't need a reason why I should. I'm here for it, no waiting for it, that's how I want it. You can flaunt it if you want to, but don't tone it. I play the grab and fast, I'm never on either. Full energy, I swallow to the top speed. Make it shake and swerve around a curve. I slip and slide on that ride if the water serve. Nice and chill like a night of sipping cognac. Away and wild, no pitch, now touch the Kodak. You got that throwback, I catch it if you toss the bubble. Or make it pop when you drop like a tall muscle. It's the games we play, turn off the shot clock. And keep it lit and make it steam like a hot box. I'm trying to get to you, show you something great. It's not a game, we can play, little mama, what you think?
I'm trying to get to you, show you something great. It's not a game you can play, little mama. What you think?
It's Rawrrzone.
Yo, but that was the whole vibe. Yo, wasn't that the beat that we did at the that you showed me in the photo shoot that we did last year when you just got out of your accident?
It could have been. It could have been. I'm not sure because no. You said when I got out the accident. No, I didn't have to be at the time.
Because you were playing like one old school beat for me.
What you said? The accident was in March. Matter of fact, I'm lying. It could have been because I got these in January last year. So it could have been. Don't give me the line about what happened back in March, April.
No, that's the only reason I remember it.
If it's an old beat, it came from that batch, so it could have been that.
So last year, you also announced when you did your birthday event that you were part of Sony Orchard.
No.
So I don't want to say how does it feel because for you, you're gonna say, well, it ain't shit, but but that. What can you say to your peers, right? Before we go into the next song that want to get to where you are?
Well, first, I'm not a part of Sony Orchard. That's their company. My distribution situation is through that. So I don't want nobody to get confused like, oh, you. Nah, I'm not saying that. But for me, it's just like, just work, just grind, because it's not the first time a situation has came to me. But when the people came to partner up for the distribution, it wasn't just for me. It was for a company. So it was like if I got artists and things like that, it's a go. Not just for S-Rock, but for Rockview Entertainment.
Yeah.
That's why I did it. If it was just for me again, I wouldn't have done it. Because it didn't make sense for me to be working with people if I'm the only one benefiting really.
Right.
So now it's like, okay, if I feel that you're good enough to, not even good enough, that you worked enough and you deserving of whatever it is you're going for, and I might have this little door for you to get through to do that, then I don't need a third party to say, yes, you can, or no, you can't. It's to know I have the key to this door. What's up? If you're ready for it, it's here. Right. You know what I mean? And that's why I did it, because if it was just me, I wouldn't have done it. Because I didn't really want it. It was just a matter of it made sense for the way I structured my business. It just made sense to do it. And other people be wanting things like that. So it's like, okay, if you want something that I have access to, and I know that you're looking for it, but you work with me, if I have the access to get it and I throw it away, I just threw away something that you want. So why are you really working with me? Because I'm blocking what you might need. So it's like, let me just do that for the overall umbrella. So I did.
I mean, I personally seen like the evolution of S-Rock over the last few years. So for me to go and be like, that's why I'm kind of letting everyone else talk more, because I've already had these conversations with you. But you really, first of all, you went from the haters on my back to flows like this. And that's something I didn't think I was going to see from you.
Mm-hmm.
Because you always had that very aggressive approach towards music. Not like Coney Brooks aggressive, but you had your own type of aggressive approach. So to see the change in your music, and especially through the Color Code series, it still blows my mind. But what do you think about that joint that we just played?
Yeah, I loved it, man. Like I said, I'm like you. I'm a sucker for old school shit. So, like, as soon as I hear a sample like that, I'm already sold.
Right.
So
that's how I felt when
that's the connection that music has. Like, you hear something that takes you back to when you was young or something like that. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, you automatically hooked. So it was a dope track.
Thanks.
Apollo, how you feeling then?
I'm great. I'm already.
He's in the cut with his real one, but
right.
He's getting ready for his birthday. But how you feel about it?
I'm great. A lot has happened this year, so I feel like it's something to it's on the brighter side of things. It's on like the second chapter of things for me. So I'm chilling. I'm good. I can't complain.
So you asked me about the song. What you thought about the song?
Oh, that I'm over here. My bad. I'm over here. I'm bugging. I'm over here doing mad things.
Yo, thank you for getting that on camera live. You are busted.
So yeah, I was thinking about it and I was just like, yo, like honestly, like he knew what he was doing. In my opinion, I feel like he knew what he was doing. He took his time. He thought about the track and he put out what he felt like will work. And that's what I appreciate. It's not like it wasn't like he was random. He wasn't like mumbling. He wasn't just running off. He wasn't just saying stuff to say stuff. I feel like he took his time with the song. Right. So that's what I appreciate.
I appreciate that. Because that's coming from a DJ and most people be like, yeah, it was cool. Right. Or nah, I wasn't messing with it, whatever. But that's exactly what I did though. I heard the old track and I know what they talking about. So it's like if you're gonna do a rendition of it, you gotta touch the topic on what they talking about. Right. You know what I mean? And it fit because it's riding and vibing. So it's like I could have did that for something else. But like again, if you riding and vibing and you with a female, what are y'all gonna end up getting into at some point, right?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It is what it is.
That's a big fact.
You know what I mean? But I appreciate that though.
So we got two more. Which one you want us to go next?
We can stick with the theme with the old school samples. So we can go with All I Know.
Now tell us about All I Know.
Well, that one I wrote that one because it goes back to how I am and what I do. All I know is how to go get to it. Like we just gotta grind, we just gotta make it work. Whatever it is, this like all I know is this. I don't know nothing about somebody doing something for me, handing it to me, whatever the case may be. If we gotta work for it together, cool. You do your part, I do my part. If I gotta go do it, cool. I do my part, get it. Whatever it is, just don't stop. And all I know is this. I don't know nothing else. So at the end of the day, I put the track. All I know is because when I'm riding and vibing, you start thinking. And I think about everything. So it's like, damn, we got this pandemic going on. We got this, that, and third going on with personal life, but I can't think of nothing else but how am I gonna get to the next situation, whether it's the next meal, whether it's the next bag, whatever is the next, just go. It don't stop, just go. And that's what I wrote the song about. Just all I know is this, just get to it. So
okay.
So let's get into that.
Either way.
Right.
Some roof open.
It's a rock view.
Riding with my top down low. Windows all closed. I'll be riding through the city getting dough.
It's all I know.
Grind or fall. Riding with my top down low. Windows all closed. I'll be riding through the city getting dough.
It's all I know.
Grind or fall.
Picture me rolling with my cup, riding solo. Mental on cruise, cause the blues got me so low. Vision in the rear, clear, shifting on the gear. Speeding, breezing, embracing all the air. Thinking about this money on my mind. This life I live is a full-time grind. Snakes and rats, funny movers on the payroll. The way y'all move is too serious to play though. But no breaks, building bricks and blocks. On the ground before the sun like moving nicks or rocks. This ain't they want it, but this is what it's supposed to be. They wanna talk, yeah, I speak about it openly. You gotta move, ain't no time for breaks. This race, another leg, you can lose your pace. But I grind from the start to damn near death. It's that marathon life that hustle preached in flesh.
Riding with my top down low. Windows all closed. I'll be crying through the city getting dough.
All I know.
Grind or fall. Riding with my top down low. Windows all closed. I'll be riding through the city getting dough.
All I know.
Grind or fall.
All I know is to go out and get it. Throw the line in the pond, yeah, they call that fishing. I'm a grabber with a mind to snipe ya. On this life game of chess, I got the pawns to block ya. I get a game, but it's time I move. I'm the king with the view, you getting rocked by noon. Cause I'm straight up, so wait up. The 1, 2 is 0 win. Double up on my cup, cause from here on in is what I do from what I saw, I'm on a mission. And what I'm giving ain't no room for competition. But it ain't nothing, so face what? It's only right I give it to you. The real spill, cause no one can give it to you. The way I do, the way I move is some critical. And I picture that and trust the word like it's biblical.
Trust the word like it's biblical. Now picture that and trust the word like it's biblical.
Riding with my top down low. Windows all closed. I'll be crying through the city getting dough.
All I know.
To grind or fall. Riding with my top down low. Windows all closed. I'll be riding through the city getting dough.
All I know.
To grind or fall. Riding with my top down low. Windows all closed. I'll be riding through the city getting dough.
All I know.
To grind or fall. Riding with my top down low. Windows all closed. I'll be riding through the city getting dough.
All I know.
To grind or fall.
Yo, Rock, was that Lucius on it?
Yeah. Yeah, that was Lucius.
That was no, I didn't expect that. That didn't sound like Lucius.
Really?
Not to me.
Oh, okay. Nah,
I haven't heard Lucius really since More Than Your Best Friend.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I heard him on that one track off Code Yellow, but he didn't sound like this.
You mean on
Code Red?
Code Red. He's on So Crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
He didn't sound like this on So Crazy.
Well, we needed a different tone, a different, vibe. So I guess maybe that's why he sound different.
I don't know, but
To
you couldn't
you?
even recognize that was Lucius, bro.
Really?
Yo, that's wow.
Where can I find this song, bro?
Right on
scan your shirt,
You can
bro.
scan my shirt with your phone. And
Perfect. Because I'm over here. I was sitting looking for it, and I'm like, yo, this ain't what? This ain't here. This ain't.
No, I don't have it on the streaming services because I feel like, for one, well, this would be free anyway because it got the samples all in it.
Yeah.
But two, the streaming service, like I explained before, people pay for the services, but you can't have the music. So if you scan my shirt and you get it right to your phone, you can put it wherever you want to put it at. It's on your phone. You can put it on the computer, on your hard drive, whatever. It's yours. It's tangible now. So if people buy the shirt, they can get that. Or if, let's say I got the shirt on right now, scan the shirt with your phone, get it with your phone, boom, you got it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's where it's at. If anybody want to know where to get it, they can go to titanrap.com and they can get the shirt right there on the site. Like it's right there on the homepage right now. And if they go a little bit after, maybe they see this late for whatever reason, and they go to the website, they can go to rockviewent.com/color code series. And red, orange, and yellow, they're all there. So you can get those. Any song that's on those projects is on those shirts.
Michael, your thoughts?
Serious.
I've always been a fan of that sample, coming from like different artists that use it, Drake, so it was a dope song. Lucius on the track made it, you know what I'm saying, put that extra little spin to it. So it was dope. Definitely a good track. Definitely a good jump.
Apollo, what you think? I know you vibing right now to the music.
Well, yeah, I was over here trying to find the song. I'm like, yo, I fuck with this.
Right.
I mean, other than the fact that it's already in your laptop.
I mean, that's true.
But he wanted it for himself, though.
Nah.
I mean, I could easily just go on my iTunes, make it work and put it on my phone.
No, absolutely. He wanted it right then.
Yeah.
At that minute. So.
Because I was trying to have it, already readied up. So when I'm in my car, I could just play it while I'm driving.
But see, you could do that because Apple. Now that we got those Apple folders, like Google Play, they're canceling Google Play.
I mean, I never really used it, so
They're canceling Google Play.
The Google Play music.
So Google Play is gonna shift over to YouTube Music. Like they took out Google Plus, and then now they're taking out Google Play.
Google Plus was trash, though.
Google Plus was plenty trash.
Google Plus was trash. That shit didn't last a month, bro. That shit was garbage. But Google Play, I appreciate that heads up.
So now they're gonna integrate that, but
I have entirely too much unreleased music on Google Play, so I need to go get that shit.
good job. You got until I think way before September 1st to do that. But the iPhone, once you scan it, right? Because I've scanned one of the color code series into my phone before. It's gonna tell you to save it to your iCloud, not how that folders thing.
Right.
So once you save it to there, you could play it from your phone if it unzips.
Yeah, all you gotta do is extract it. Like once you get the folder, just click extract all, and it go right into your phone. But the project is gonna come with the skits and everything like that. So I would have to give you, if you want it as a DJ, I would give you the EP without the talking on it. because I have skits on it, like going from one track to the next track that leads off.
Yeah.
So for DJs, I have the folder with no talking, so they can just go ahead and use it for their mixing or however they want to do it. If you want the actual project, just scan my shirt. Boom, right there.
I'm already airdropping it to myself.
I would have just done that too.
I appreciate that too, man. Word. Thanks.
Before we get into the last song, if you had to do a versus with someone, indie, dead, alive, I don't care who you pick, right? Who would you pick?
I don't know. I never thought about that. Like, I don't really care to go versus. I'd rather just somebody say they want to go versus against me. I don't really care to go versus with nobody, because at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, it's a celebration kind of thing, but people gonna put you against the person anyway, right?
Right.
So if I like it, why am I gonna put myself in a position for people to put me against you? It's gonna be like, yeah, we celebrating each other, but then
my catalog's still gonna violate you,
right? So you got to get into that competitive nature, but then it's like, I don't care to do it because all my music is just like what I'm thinking about, what I'm feeling. I don't care to put it against somebody. Like I said in the song, I don't care about no competition. I'm here to do what I like to do and what I give off. So if I'm gonna do a versus, I wouldn't pick a person. I would let the person pick me. I don't.
So let me ask you a question though. If you wouldn't pick the person, what would be the top 5 singles you would put on from your catalog?
That I would put on.
I think that
it
would
depends
just
on
depend who you're versing.
It depends on who you're going against.
You couldn't really say off of that.
Yeah, but no matter,
it comes with a different vibe.
Yeah, but no matter what though, you're still gonna put your hit.
I mean, it all depends too, because like you might not have to play it.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like you never know if you're going up against anybody,
yeah,
randomly. Like it really would depend on who you're gonna play, because the hits may not matter if you're going up against somebody that's lyrical.
Right,
You know
and then it's
somebody that just does nothing but spit. Then why am I putting up anything that's a single?
Right.
Why that wouldn't make any sense.
And then also for me, it depends on the type of verses. So I'll always look at, okay, how are people doing verses now? If I'm going to do it, how can I make it different? So I already see the going on the live, you on this top of the screen, I'm here. All right, cool. I saw that. I done seen where they in the same room. Okay. Now we see them performing it on the platform. So at this point, if I'm doing a verses, it's like, okay, let's just go on the stage and do a whole show. Your song for my song. And we just perform it. Because that's not what they're doing now. So I would do something like that, but I wouldn't pick a person. I would just pick a style of verses as opposed to the person. And then is whatever, like, because I don't look at it like that. If I like it, I don't want to go against it, because no matter how much props I'm giving you, the people are gonna pin us together regardless. Look at Kiss and Fab. They did it, they cool, but Kiss washed them. But they didn't do it for that. They did it to show love and have a good time, but naturally that's gonna happen because it's called verses.
But deep down, I think they all know who's gonna wash who. Because once Timbaland came out with Rick Ross and started vibing, you knew it was Ross had the whole competition. Plus, when he got a massage and cut 2 Chainz off.
I mean, that's about entertainment, and if you realistic with music, like Rick Ross is gonna wash him.
Right, wash him. So you like. For me, that battle wasn't really a battle. That was more like a celebration of music. For them.
Yeah, they was having a good time.
There's no way that 2 Chainz, as much music as he has, could ever touch 20 songs that Ross did.
And most of 2 Chainz' good songs are features.
Right, right.
All Drake
features.
You see, so
it's like, and that goes for Ross too. A lot of his joints are Drake features. A lot of his joints, he has a lot of Drake features. So it's like, you just gotta. You know what I'm saying? Take it for what it is. A lot of time with these verses.
Yeah, just go in there and have a good time.
Right,
like,
right.
I just wouldn't pick a person. It's like whoever pick me, I'll do it. But I'm just not gonna be I want to pick you because I didn't sit down and think about that.
Right.
So that's pretty much what it is.
So tell us about the last song.
The last one, so you said you played Feel It already, right?
Right.
So that means there's Motivated. So basically what Motivated was, sometimes when you riding and vibing, like you have the old school songs, and like I had the samples, you want something up to date. You want to just change the vibe a little bit, right? Now in the EP, it's a whole scenario. What goes on after that song, like the cops is chasing me, whatever. You understand it when you hear the way the beat comes on. Mm-hmm. But people don't normally hear me do songs with that cadence and that type of flow and stuff like that. So I'm like, well, let me do that because it's a transition from just cruising 60, 70 miles to I'm ready to get where I gotta go now. Put my foot on the gas and just go. But it's also not the same length as those songs because it's like a to be continued situation where I'm letting you know, like I didn't give you a whole song here, but that means there's a body following this. So if you heard the EP with the skits and everything included, you're gonna know that something is gonna happen in this story or something. So,
and then the story will continue on.
Riding and Vibing too. The actual project that's going to be on platforms, and that's only going to be because it's going to be distributed through my distribution situation. So I'm going to do that way. But if people want to hear more, where's Riding and Vibing 1? Code Yellow by the shirt. So now it still comes back to what I do. So I'll put it on a platform that way because I'm using that to market what I do. And I'm not the one responsible for the finances.
Right.
So that's how we're going to do that.
Let's get into it.
Motivated, I cultivated. Understand that y'all overrated. Long time on a long grind, and it's all fine till the lines are rated. How you figure this a new jack? To yo is this new rap? If you dig deep inside down the line, you find them verified like the blue patch. Unsigned, who I'm signed to me. I'm not one of these rap geeks. This hip hop, not a TikTok, but I clock them all cause they watching me. Now watch the fee, I let it rise up. This last super, let it size up. Now any era you can find us. This rock view, let it spice up. Now chuck it up, you hear the boss talk. And I'm moving different, it's cloth walk. I'm moving different, it's cloth walk. This cloth walk? Yeah, the boss talk. They drill me to see the real me. I let the main hang so they king me. They heard the boom bap band and slow floor, switch it up when he's drill beats.
It's rock view.
That was a little, a preview of what's to come. So now that you put it out, how do you feel? Like, this was the first project since the accident, the first project since everything.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel now being back as the artist?
Well, I feel good because, like, I do artistry because I like being an artist, love writing and stuff like that. But I feel like in order for me to handle what I really want to do is handle business, I have to be the artist right now because of everything that's going on. People getting their own work habits. They might slow up. They might move differently or whatever. But at the end of the day, like I put in my book, you have to focus on you. Don't rely on nobody else to do it. You got to do it. So I feel good because it's like when I put the EP out, I put the book out at the same time. So that last song that left on the cliffhanger, it was just a verse, but it's called Motivated. The book that coincide with that is called Moments of Motivation. It's a motivational quote book. So it's like, okay, wait, he's riding and vibing. He switched up the pace here, but like, what else is there? So that means we gotta wait for some more music. But while you're waiting for some more music, you might be motivated to switch up or something. You might be motivated to keep grinding, whatever. All right, here goes the books. Read that a little bit. Maybe that might help you. You know what I'm saying? To be motivated in what you want to do. So I feel good about it because it was a whole thing that was done on my birthday, which that's what I wanted to do. Now, if I put it on the platforms, I would have had to wait to their timeline to be like, oh, well, you didn't finish it in time, so now we got to go here. No, it's on my platform. I do it my way. I want it on my birthday. I don't care if I finish it the night before. It's coming out on my birthday because I can put out immediately, shoot out to people who sign up on my site, and we can start it from there, and then I'll do everything after that. So I feel good personally because it's out, and I'm ready to just work on the next one. So I started working on the projects to follow, not the next color code, but the actual projects.
Yeah.
So that I feel good personally.
So, guys, last round of questions before we start closing out.
I pretty much learned a lot about S-Rock today. So
you feel special, huh?
I do.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Fuck you.
Welcome to hell. Apollo, any questions?
I don't know. Honestly, I just been learning about like his marketing and the way he does business on top of like him being an artist. I'm just like,
That was
like he's just really about his shit. It's not just like he putting out the music. It's like the back end side. It's like, all right, like he really knows what the fuck he's doing.
Right.
I appreciate that. That's what it is. You have to. I feel like you have to know what you're doing if you're gonna be in the field. But then, if like my mentality is, I can't let somebody else control or dictate my outcome, right? And that was one thing I didn't like about the accident. Like if I was ever vulnerable, it would have been in a car accident because I didn't control. The car accident wasn't my fault. but I almost got taken out. So they was like, if the car would have hit me a few inches over, I would have been out of here. Even though I didn't break no bones, they said I was lucky. All right, cool. I'm lucky by the grace of God. But that was a time where you're vulnerable because it's not in your control. It's like things happen, right? So I do that with business. I don't want you controlling how I eat. Because if you control how I eat, you can stop me from eating. And if you stop me from eating, my kids ain't gonna be able to eat. And I'm not having that. So let me just go do it myself and then figure out the best way to market it. And that way I'm gonna be happy with it. I get the most out of it as an artist, the fulfillment of that, the fulfillment of business, and I can keep going to do it the way I want to do it for as long as I can do it without anybody saying, oh, well, you can't do this right now. So that's why I'll do things that way and study it before I even try it. So, and that's with anything.
Rock, thank you for talking with us today. Thank you for letting us play each song off the Code Yellow. Wow, I was about to say Color Code Yellow.
Well, I mean, technically, the whole series is called the Color Code series. So, you know, we just up to the Code Yellow. It's cool. I appreciate y'all because y'all play all the joints. So I'm pretty sure the people who didn't hear it, maybe they want to go check it out. Go to the site, titanrap.com, and pick it up, maybe.
Right. Well, you know what, though? Because I was actually super mad at him, right? When he did the EP release on Instagram, right? So I'm thinking I missed, like, a lot, right? Because he was only playing 4 songs. And then the EP, like, the whole live stopped. I'm like, what the fuck? I waited this long. Is it really 4 songs?
But the other 2 were 4 songs. The only difference is this was themed and had skits. So y'all didn't have the skits version. Right. Like, because y'all had the version that was just for y'all to play. Yeah. Right. So if you hear the talking, that you'll understand how one song connects to the next song, to the next song.
When you go into the whole, like, when you listen to it consecutively, though, like I did, I was like, yo. So I got so mad when it was over. I'm like, really?
And I wanted that reaction because that means that you actually liked it and you wanted to hear more. So because you want to hear more now, okay, I'll do the version where I can put it out the full way and then you can go ahead and stream it, whatever you're going to do. That's the only way I'll put it on those platforms because it is still direct people back to my platform.
Right.
And I'm, like I said, again, it's not my expenses to do that.
So just to let you know, the Pothead community thanks you for your music because that shit's a total vibe when you smoking.
Oh, well, I don't smoke, so I'm not a smoker.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been chilling like for a couple of days, and the people that would listen to it with me, they're like, all right.
Oh, that's what's up. Well, I appreciate that community. Like I got put me in one of those 420 events, I guess.
I would. Don't even tell me that. I'll throw a 420 event and put your ass on stage. What you talking about?
Well, let's see when April comes. Let's see what happens.
Oh yeah, we gotta wait till next year. Listen, every day is 420. Who just snickered?
Live Johnson.
Oh, so now y'all snitching on each other.
Live Johnson.
Oh.
So, well, I don't know how much time we have left. He's about to close up.
Yes.
But what you thought about the book? Did you? I know that you had the book. I'm not sure if they had the link.
He didn't know because we had wanted to focus it on your music. I personally liked the book. I think you were a smart ass in some of the book because I know you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, on a different, like on a friendship level, I already know you, so I know your personality. So I see when certain things seep out and make you sound like an asshole, and don't make me bring it out there, and I'll do it again.
Mm-hmm.
But it made sense. Mommy read it because mommy printed it out for me. So she actually really got something out of it. Like it kept her motivated for the rest of work.
Well, that's dope.
You know,
and that's basically what I do. Like the book was moments of motivation. Like I mentioned, maybe might motivate you.
Right.
She said the moms had to get through the day real quick. That helped her out.
Right.
So in that aspect, job done. I'm cool. Like if she don't ever read it again, but the time she read it,
it helped her.
It helped. That's cool. I'm cool with that because she might not listen to my music. So I might say the same exact things in the music. She would never know, but she read the book. And now she knows, and that helped her with that day. So it's still a part of being an artist. It's just an extension from the music. So that's why I wanted to know what you thought of it, because it's an extension from that.
Right.
Don't worry. Am I allowed to send them the link?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, listen, the disclaimer says do not send the link unless I give you permission.
Well, yeah, because I had to. It was for a reason.
Plan behind it, so it makes sense.
No, of course I have to. I got it recorded. I have it on there. But I gotta go to a funeral tomorrow. So where can we find you?
Everything is at Titan Rap at TITANOFRAP. That's the website, TitanRap.com. Or you can just go to RockviewENT.com and you can find me and everybody else I'm dealing with in there too, partners and everything.
I'm one of them.
Yeah.
But Bostic, where can they find you?
Yo, y'all can find me everywhere. _ Michael Bostic, Mike Bostic, my like page. Go in there and check out my video for In My Bed, the remix. We did that. Very dope video. We still tagging Timmy because we want him to acknowledge the fact that
we did it.
that
You don't
we
want
did
to.
it,
You want to
and-
just
and the
creep on
shit
me.
is probably the best version of the song that's out. So yeah, I just keep tagging him. I had somebody tag him the other day. So y'all keep tagging the shit out of him so he can acknowledge the fucking song or whatever.
Just repost
But even
us.
if he doesn't, yo, check the video out. Yo, the video was fire. We had a good time making it, yo. My projects is on everywhere on all streaming platforms. My singles out on all streaming platforms. What else is there I missed? Nothing. That's it. _ Michael Bostic on all
Thoughts of
platforms.
a Regular Man?
Oh yeah, right. So the Thoughts of a Regular Man podcast, right? We're doing that. Again, I did an episode a few weeks ago. I'm taking a little trip this week, so hopefully while I'm out on this trip, I get to record the next episode, which is going to be about knowing when you're ready to be in a relationship. So y'all stay tuned for that because usually my topics are more motivated based, but this one is actually going to be like advice based.
Oh shit, he actually. Oh god. Live, where can they find you?
Y'all can find me at www.livejohnson.com or for my beats, www.edcbeats.com or IG, Twitter, LiveJohnson718. Comeback video is out right now. You can catch me on this Thursday with Ray Pearson live on Quarantines and Rap. Did I say it right?
Yep.
And, got a lot of good shit in the bag this month.
That's what's up.
Stay tuned.
All right, future birthday boy.
That's how we doing it. You can follow me on everything at No Apology. It's NOAPOLLOGY. No Apology on everything. Yes, my birthday will be next Tuesday, but
This is his worst nightmare
We
come
lit.
to life.
We lit.
I'm gonna be here.
We had Katie's birthday on a Tuesday. Now we got Apollo's birthday on we lit.
Yo, Mikey, what day is your birthday this year?
Hold on, I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't think it's on Tuesday. I think my shit is on a Sunday this year. I think.
Yo, it's a leap year though, because my birthday was supposed to be on a Sunday and then it ended up being on a Tuesday.
Ooh, my birthday's on a Wednesday.
Let's go.
We lit that day too. We lit that Tuesday, the 27th. We gonna be super lit.
God, I hate Scorpio season, but
Super
okay.
lit. Scorpio season in the building. I can't wait. We're gonna act a fucking fool.
We already act a fucking fool. What's the
it's gonna
difference?
be worse though. It's gonna be worse.
Yo, it's your girl Ivy. Thank you for tuning in with us. The full interview with Kreature Goth will come on Spotify, YouTube, everywhere on Thursday. Catch our interview probably the week after with Live Johnson, and then we're gonna have our interview with Naj the Great on Spotify that following Thursday. Subscribe everywhere. Remember, you could catch us Saturdays on Platinum Radio, Tuesdays on DTF Radio. We're working on some more platforms at the moment. Make sure you follow Talent Wave everywhere at Talent Wave. And once again, thank you to our sponsors, Talent Wave and FME, for everything. And on that note, Apollo, take us out.
It's You don't feel it how I feel it, yeah, about that. You don't feel it how I feel it, you stuck in